Okay. Hello. Hi, everyone. Okay, so sorry for the brief little weird break that I had to take because of scheduling conflicts. I'm trying to get back into my groove after moving. It's still been a little bit of an adjustment. I just realized something that I forgot to do that I'm going to do real quick while I'm talking. Yeah, I'm struggling to find my rhythm again, but I will get there eventually, you know? There's a kitty cat. Can I help you? She's come to say hello to everybody as well. Nedna, you just want attention so bad, don't you? Oh my goodness. So, I know it has been an epically long time since I have played / read Steins, but I was like, I'm ready for a chill reading, maybe some sci-fi-ness on Friday, and so that is what I have decided to stream tonight. Some Steins. I don't know how far or how close we are to the end of that, but I know that we are on either the last ending or one of the final endings, and all the different ones that you can get. I don't know if it's perfectly the end, but I'm getting close. But it's been so long, and I wanted to read some more, play some more, whatever. Yeah, so hopefully you guys are ready for some creepy sci-fi stuff. I've also been wanting to watch the anime, but I wanted to finish the game first. So that's another thing. Trying to get myself to the point where I can watch the anime that is based off of it. And then I know that there's numerous sequels to Steins, so I have that in store. But first things first, I'm going to throw up the trigger and content warnings for Steins, as there are some to discuss prior to jumping in. Just gonna throw those up. There is blood and gore, visual and audio, death, murder, suicide. It is a mature game, so, you know, it has mature themes. It talks about some dark subjects. There was some sexual content. Some are just like cheeky little jokes, and others are a little bit more serious, like sexual assault. There was gun violence. There's the whole plot about misgendering. I think we're mostly past that part since we've already done Luca's ending. But that might still pop up every now and again. Just be aware of it. That said, there's also hate speech in that regard. Torture, bone breaking. There was the car crash, the kidnapping, the stalking, all the evil organization stuff, and the anxiety attacks that follow that. Body dysmorphia and fat jokes. There's some of that, like, not so great stuff in there, and a lot of the endings are pretty sad and bittersweet the way that you may view them, so I'm definitely putting the warning for sad ending. Them's the warnings for you. So without further ado, or ado, not adieu. My game is yelling at me right now because I have it open. Sorry. Let's get in there. Let's get in there, and y'all let me know how loud it is. Are you gonna pop up? Come on. Alright, overlay. There it is. There it is. There she be. There she blows. Alrighty. So, it's been a while since we've heard this wonderful theme. I have my controller, which I'm gonna have to reacquaint myself with the, load? Let's do... oh boy. So... Oh god, I don't think I've played this at all in 2022. Yeah, it was like the end of November, or the beginning of November. Oh my goodness. It's really been a while. I'm so sorry, y'all. Okay. Chapter 8. I think Chapter 8 seems to be the, God, there's so many save states. Yeah. So wait, what is this? 382506. 38, 36. It seems like this one is the furthest. So I'm gonna pick this one? Yes, load this data. Okay, I'm gonna have to like acquaint my... I can't go to the backlog. I don't even remember what was happening. Oh goodness. Oh god, I have so many... This is a reference to Code Geass, I think. Is it pronounced Geass? I don't even know, but that's an anime. I know that is. Smex. Oh my... Yep, that sure is. Sure is. Miko Overdrive. Magical girl anime. I don't know what reference that is. Alchemy. Ooh. Normal. People who find happiness and fulfillment in the real world. Normies. Markers of normalcy include having a girlfriend/boyfriend, participating in club and or school activities, going to parties regularly, vacationing overseas, and displaying a lack of interest in 2D anime entertainment. That sucks. Alright. I guess we're just hopping back in. Something lasts 3 whole days. Is this the... Okay, so... I think the most recent ending I had gotten was Luca's, where... we, like... Luca could also tell that we were going back in time and, like, reliving stuff, and so she was like, I want to remain a girl. This is, like, my gender identity affirmed. I want to stay this way. And so we had let her, but that also means that Mayuri died because we would just, like, let how things were going to happen in the organization and whatever. That's what I remember. But now we're choosing to go back and undo that so that Luca is no longer the gender that she wants to be at birth. And I think we're on track for Mayuri's ending. And then after that, we should get Kurisu's ending. I think. It has been a while, which is my own fault, but I'll catch up. It'll be fine. Oh god, how do I pull up my phone? I fight the urge to check my phone. Immediately checks phone. Inbox. Is this really okay? Don't listen to Chris, pursue Susie. Oh, that's still there. That's creepy. John Titor, which ended up being... Ugh. Okay. We're gonna... Alright. It's about 7 p.m. I don't have the guts to check again. I don't want to watch the seconds tick down to Mayuri's death. Oh god. Daru-kun's late. I called him just now and he said he was still close by. This isn't the... I'm like scared that I... No, I trust myself. I think I set myself up to where I saved it. I trust myself. I trust myself. We don't really have to wait for him. Let's wait a little bit longer. If that's what Mayuri wants, then I won't deny her. Besides, I don't want Mayuri's last moments to be on a crowded train or bus, but rather somewhere she can see the stars. Oh. Wait, she's not... Not that I have any right to choose her place of death. No, you don't, but... Hey, do you think we can convince Luka-chan to cosplay somehow? Okay, yeah, so this was like we had gone back. Yes, okay. How should we persuade her, though? Mayuri's mood is completely healed. Why is she so happy? Because she's awesome and she's sweet and I love her. Did she hear something pleasing somewhere in this conversation? Was it knowing that things are going well between me and Luca? Oh, that's right, because Luca and Okabe were like kind of dating at the end of the... Or was it that I kept my promise to come here after all? I don't know. I don't know, but seeing Mayuri's happy smile makes my heart ache. I think Luka-chan would be an absolutely perfect Kirari-chan cosplayer. Luka-chan's so cute. She makes Mayushi's heart throb, you know. Oh, that's a little gay. Ooh. I want to spread Luka-chan's cuteness to people all over the world. Don't you, Okarin? I love her so much. And it sucks that she dies. Or maybe you plan to keep Luka-chan all to yourself, but you know you shouldn't monopolize her. Even Mayushi wants Kyun-Kyun with Luka-chan. I don't know what Kyun-Kyun is, actually. I don't mind. It's not like I can keep her all to myself. Anyway, there's one more reason I want to get Luka-chan to cosplay. Mayuri's awfully obsessed with Lukako today. Come to think of it, Mayuri has done nothing but talk about Lukako for these past 4 days, ever since Lukako and I started dating, probably because she's jealous. She wanted Luka. Luka-chan's usually a quiet girl, right? She almost never says what she thinks. When you cosplay, you become someone other than yourself. That's why I think that if Luka-chan cosplays once, she'll definitely find a new Luka-chan, even if it's embarrassing at first. And when that happens, she'll become more assertive than before, and maybe even dominate you, Okarin. Alright, that was weird. She really does care for Lukako, and yet I know that all of her hopes and dreams are in vain. Suddenly, Mayuri falls silent. She looks up and raises one hand high above her head, as if to catch the stars twinkling in the night sky. Stardust handshake. Can you see the stars? Yeah! You can see the stars more clearly in Ariake than in Akiba. If only the stars would answer her call. If only she could melt into their embrace. What salvation that would be. In the past, when she had reached for the sky, I've always pulled her back down to earth as if to keep her from floating away. But today, I don't dare. What does Mayuri think about when she reaches for the starry sky? I've never asked her. Perhaps now is the time.
No.
Hey, Mayuri.
Oi! Okarin!
Okarin!
Mayushi!
Mayushi! Daru runs up to us, calling our names. You're late! My bad.
Yeah.
Man, it took forever to check my spoils. Oh, that's right, they had gone to the... There was like a con going on. Daru's backpack is filled to the brim. He's also carrying 5 paper bags illustrated with moe drawings. Such zeal. Okay, let's go! Mayuri gets up to lead the way, and we start heading toward the train station. The direct shuttle bus to Akiba has already ended its service. It was so hot today, I thought I was gonna die. How was the cosplay? The breeze felt great. Maybe you should cosplay next time. And when did you get here, Okarin? Buy anything? No. Huh? Why so grim? You have a girlfriend like one of those filthy normals now. Yeah, those filthy normals. You got no right to be depressed. That's not how depression works, Daru. Okarin is something... No, wait. No. No. No, wait a minute! No, wait a minute! No, wait a minute! No, wait! This was the other ending! No! It's time. Mayuri presses her hands to the center of her chest. Her face contorts in pain. I see it happen in slow motion, frame by frame. God, I knew this was gonna bum me out. Slowly, she starts to fall. It's so sudden. But we're gonna help her this time, right? Because I've already seen this one. And this is gonna be the different one, right? And so I fail to catch her in time. Dude! Oh my god, Mayuri falls to the ground motionless.
Mayushi.
I can't move. I can't breathe. Strangely, I feel no sorrow. All I feel is guilt. I knew this would happen. I could have prevented it. The one who killed Mayuri is me.
Mayushi!
What's wrong? Daru tosses his bags away and runs to Mayuri's side. Come on. You gonna take her to the hospital or anything? I keep watching as if I were merely a bystander. So, okay, I'm trusting myself that my save was correct. Because... How do I pull up the menu? Shit. Hold on. Because... This one was the one with the most recent playtime, 38:36. So... It's chapter 8. Wait. Save time 21:12:54. No, wait, 21. Wait. Maybe it was these times? The save time. I should look at the save. Maybe it was this one. Oh my god, it's been so long I forgot which save was correct. Let's just see. Cool, I just put myself through some really I didn't want to see Mayuri's heart attack again. I'm sorry I put y'all through that. Okay. So, last time what had happened was I didn't choose the phone and I kept talking to Luca, which then led to Luca's ending. But now I'm going to send a mail? Is that? Phone wave. Oh god, okay. Lukako places her finger on top of mine. On top of the send button. Thank you. Okabe-san. Okay, so yes, we're going... This is the correct one. We're going back in time and undoing Luca's weird little timeline that we were on. Call. Farewell, my love. All right, run it back. Wow, we're still not. That was actually not that much divergence. Aha. Okay, achievement unlocked. See that? Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna real quick do a little quick save, and I'm gonna actually save. We're gonna do. It's 2022, so I'm gonna do 22, and we're on chapter 9 now. So now this is correct. We're on the right track. It only took me 20 minutes, but it's fine. Okay. Back in 2. The warmth of Lukako's hand slips away as the vertigo hits me. I'm still at the shrine, but I no longer feel Lukako clinging to my back. I turn around slowly. Lukako is standing a short distance away, as if to see me off. No tears, just a bewildered smile. My chest feels like it's about to burst. I hold it back.
Na, Lukako.
Hey, Lukako.
Hi.
Yes? You're... I hesitate for a moment, but I have to know.
男だよな。
Oh god, we're really jumping right back into this fucking gender thing. No, she's still a girl. She's still a girl in my eyes. You're a guy, right?
はい。そうですけど。
Yes? She's gone. No, she's not. She's right there in front of you. No, she has returned. I refuse. I absolutely refuse. Cuter than any girl. Well, she cute as hell. This is true. I love her skull clip. I still need to get me one of those. Looks good in Miko robes. Absolutely. Nope. She's a girl. Oh, goodness gracious. My phone went off. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I bite my lip.
お前は俺のこと好
Do you like me?
きか
いきなり
What? I
何を
don't understand. Come on, girl.
好きか
Do you like me?
えっと
Not do you like me. Do you like me like me? Circle yes or no.
尊敬してます。
I respect you. She respects me. I don't deserve her respect. I do like this character growth. Okabe has learned a lot about what an asshole he is. The greatest gate of all time. There's been a lot of gates. There's been a water gate. There's been a Bill Gates. And then now there's Steins gate. So yeah. But that's not what matters now. Lukako's answer seemed clear, but wasn't. She didn't answer the question.
男に戻ったら
If I change back into a guy, I'll have to hide my feelings for you. No, you don't.
封印しなくちゃい
I
けな
have
い
to
か
keep
ら
telling myself over and over again, like, this game was made in 2009. This game was made in 2009. This game was made in 2009. Lukako might still like me, even though she's a guy again. However, she'll never speak honestly about those feelings. This is what Lukako decided for herself. It would be wrong to pry any further. Maybe I'm just running away. Maybe I should pry, force her to confront her feelings. But I'm not strong enough to accept the consequences. I'll just end up hurting Lukako.
ありがと
Thanks.
うお前に
You
は
are my disciple, now and
こ
forever.
れからもずっ
Agreed?
と俺の弟子
は
Yes!
いもちろ
Of
んです
course I am. Guys do be encouraged to hide their feelings, and that's fucked up. No, what you shouldn't have to hide your feelings. It doesn't matter your gender identity. I look away, unable to bear her shy smile. The world line has changed. Lukako is a guy again. All right. This motherfucker, this IBN 5100 has been elusive, and it has taken me across the universes on a horrible, very, very traumatic, very sad, and very heart-rending adventure. Okabe has, like, gotten stuck in a time loop and watched his friend die in a myriad of ways, has gotten a girlfriend, lost the girlfriend, has been shot, has been hit by a car, has been kidnapped, has tried to murder his friend, kind of, in a way, started having really dark, deep thoughts, horrible, evil things, almost tried to, unalive himself. Over this computer, this fucking ancient-ass computer has been the bane of his existence. Let's find it. Let this be the one. Please, let this be the one. Which means the IBN 5100 should be here at the shrine. Just like high school. Oh my god. On the previous world line, girl Lukako broke the IBN 5100 while cleaning the storehouse. But guy Lukako didn't clean the storehouse, so he never broke the IBN 5100. It's 6:46 p.m. Judging by past experience, it is very likely that I've averted my Yuri's death for today, but just in case, I should get back to the lab within the hour.
ルカ子お前は去年
Do you remember breaking an old computer in the shrine
古いパ
storehouse
ソコンを
last year?
壊した覚えがあるか
古いパソコンですか
An old computer? No, I don't remember anything like that.
うちに僕
Why did Jumping Worlds make...
よくわからなくて
Well, okay. In the
ろくに触ったこともないん
original
です
timeline, Luca was assigned male at birth. And in jumping the timelines, because there was like something about we had sent some text messages or emails to the past telling their mom to eat more vegetables or something, which was like an old wives' tale that like is supposed to make you have a girl if you want a girl. I don't know. apparently it had worked. So in one of the timelines, Luca was assigned female at birth, as she wanted. And so we just undid that by jumping into a different timeline where we didn't do that. So that's why. That's why there's a weird gender subplot about Luca and jumping timelines. I don't really understand computers. I haven't played with them much. When Luca was a girl, she trembled when I asked her the same question. And then she forced a smile as if to avoid admitting that she broke the computer. But she's not trembling now. I swear it makes sense within context, Cool Beans. I swear. I swear it makes sense. I know, it's really confusing. Lukako honestly doesn't know. Go get your father for me. Yes, go get your father. I asked Lukako to fetch her father for me, so I can ask him whether or not the IBM 5100 was in the storehouse. An old computer. Yes, I do remember. I'll go check. Please wait a moment. Please let it be here. Please let it be here. He heads into the storeroom out back, just like on the previous world line. But on the previous world line, the IBM 5100 was no longer in the storehouse, since girl Lukako had secretly moved it. How will it turn out this time? Ooh, let's take a gamble. Luca's dad returns after about 10 minutes. His expression is grave. That's all the answer I need. Nothing has changed. Damn it! It's not the one! It's gone. I couldn't find it anywhere. I quickly glance at Lukako's face. Blank. She doesn't seem to know anything. Lukako is innocent, I'm sure of it. The lock to the storehouse is broken. Someone may have stolen it. Oh my god. Oh my god. The elusive IBM 5100 eludes us again! Stolen it. It didn't disappear? A thief took it? There's evidence someone dragged something heavy away. That wasn't there at the end of the year cleaning, and the lock wasn't broken when I checked last month. It must be the universe where I ate the computer. Listen, apparently this thing is like massive and extremely heavy, so I'm honestly not even mad. Like, I'm honestly impressed that you managed to eat that computer. I hope you ate it like a bite at a time, because there's no way you would survive trying to eat that whole. So, good on you. Then should we report it to the police? While they discuss what to do, I sigh and consider the situation. You're hungry. So, you were so hungry you just needed to take a bite? Like, get it? Get it? Like with a Y? Like a bite? Like a computer bite? Hey! I get out of work and I be hungry. Gotta have that crunch. The IBM 5100 is still out of reach. There are 2 D-mails left to cancel. Something tells me that if I cancel just one more, I can get back to the IBM 5100. But which one? Oh shit. I don't really understand, but please don't be sad. I feel like I should save, because I think depending on which D-mail I cancel, I can go to 2 different endings. I think last time I had a walkthrough open to make sure I was hitting. I feel like I should write down. Spicy Nun!
Spicy Nun just resubscribed for 16 months.
Thank you for the resub. 16 months, that's awesome. Look at all the emotes. It's exploding. Oh, so fun. I should probably write down what save that I don't have anything to write down on. See, I used to keep some paper by my desk at some point in my life, and I have no idea what I did with it. Everything's in boxes right now too, so one day I'll remember. But actually, I'm gonna look at my saves. Okay. 22, like the year. I just said that a minute ago, so I can't forget. Okabe-san, I don't really understand, but please don't be sad. Just go, it matters not. Like you always do. I chuckle. I guess her dad chuckles too, because he changed to a smile. This music is very much serious, though. Lukako's so adorable when she's trying to cheer me up. But she's now a guy. Fractal Androgynous is a tight band name. I'd buy their album.
その言葉
I'd stream them on Spotify.
使い方が間違っているぞ
You're using that phrase wrong, you know. I wave goodbye and leave the shrine. 2 D-mails remain. First, the one I sent to myself with the winning Lotto 6 numbers. That one should be easy to cancel. The problem is the other one, the one sent by someone I wish I could forget. It's Mueka, isn't it? This bitch! Kiryu Mueka. I know the gist of her D-mail since she sent it as part of our early experiments. When Mueka asked me to send a D-mail, I agreed under 2 conditions. First, make the contents simple enough that the D-mail's effects would be obvious. Second, make the contents public to all lab NIMs. Mueka ended up sending a D-mail to prevent herself from buying a new phone a few days prior. The D-mail was sent to July 31st, an easy date to remember. The question is how it relates to the theft of the IBM 5100. It must be the butterfly effect, as it was with Lukako's D-mail. This time, however, I will not hesitate to do what is necessary. We gon' fucking... Oh shit, Kiryu Mueka does not deserve my sympathy. No, she does not! That woman and her men have killed Mayuri more times than I can bear to remember. In brutal ways, I would add. In brutal ways. I will show her no mercy. There's just one problem. The cancellation email needs to be sent from Moeka's own phone. I don't think a message from me telling her not to change phones would sway Moeka's intentions in the slightest. I need her phone, but I don't know where to find her. What do I do? I return to the lab and set things up so I can time leap at a moment's notice. Fortunately, that isn't necessary. Phew, I'm stuffed! I barely ate today, so I was hungry. Maybe she needed to eat a computer like you did, Full Beans. She killed those people because she didn't... No, she killed those people because she bought a phone. She sent an email to herself in the past, so, to tell her... Okay, so she had originally bought a phone, and I guess the phone sucked, and so she used that phone, the terrible phone, or something, to send an email to herself telling her, don't do that. And so, she stopped herself. But, wait, no, maybe you're right. Oh shit, now you're confusing me. Average Samsung user. Yes! iPhone supremacy! Is there more tomorrow? Yeah, the day after, too. Mayuri just got back. Oh, sorry. Mayuri just got back from Kamima 30 minutes ago. She and Kurisu, who stayed behind at the lab, have just finished eating cup noodles. It's already past 8, and so far nothing has happened. Mayuri is still alive. Going by the pattern, her death has probably been postponed until about this time tomorrow. Is this the will of some higher being? God? Fate? The universe itself? Or is it merely coincidence? That doesn't matter now. Okie dokie! Mayushi's got an early day tomorrow, so I'm going home. She's probably gonna get up early to put on her cosplay, which is what I do at cons. I get up early and I put on cosplay. I haven't been to a con in so long. Excuse me. Mayuri takes a big stretch and starts getting ready to go home. She's been up since 5 this morning. Looks like she plans to wake up early tomorrow too. That reminds me, I haven't seen Daru at all. He's fighting in the Kamima Holy War too, so that doesn't surprise me. But busy checking his spoils, I guess. Hey guys, why don't you come too? Oh, why is Kurisu blushing? I'll pass, but my assistant looks like she wants to go.
Huh?
Kurisu jumps at my answer.
ちょっと岡部
Hey, don't put
なんで
words in
勝
my
手に
mouth,
捏造してんのよ
nerd.
さっきまで興味
I
津
saw
々
your
な
eyes
様子
sparkling
で
while you listened to
マ
Mayuri's
ユリのコス
cosplay
プレ話を
stories.
聞いて
そうだけど
Maybe,
誰も行く
but
とは言っ
nobody
て
said
ない
anything about going.
行こうよ
Come on,
クリス
Chris-chan.
ちゃん
I know that Kurisu is an at channeler, but is she an otaku? The real question's being asked. She's absolutely an otaku. Not all at channelers are otaku, but she has often hinted at an interest in cosplay.
お断りよ。
Nerd!
人が多すぎて息が詰まりそう。
No way, I'd suffocate in a crowd like that.
今日と比べるとね。
It's not as crowded on day 2. If you're worried, come in the afternoon. All the popular stuff will be sold out, though.
人気の岡部がついてきなさいよ。
You go, Okabe. You're Mayuri's guardian, aren't you?
保護者でしょ。違うよ。
No, Mayushi is Okarin's hostage.
人質。
There's a difference.
はいはい。そうだったな。
Oh, right. That's what it was.
人質に逃げられちゃまずいでしょ。
Is that like 4chan?
手錠でかけ
Yes.
て同行すれば。
Yes, it is. At channel is like 4chan or Reddit. It's exactly what it is. Well, you don't want your hostage to escape, do you? Shouldn't you take her along in handcuffs or something?
俺にはこの秋葉で
I've
や
got
らなけれ
business
ば
in
ならないことが
Akuba.
ある。
何よ。
What do you
やらな
mean,
きゃならないことって。
business? The search for Kiryu Mueka. That bitch. I already sent her an email. We need to talk. And now I'm waiting for her. Now I'm awaiting her reply. Something tells me it's not going to work. She's gonna bring a gun. She's gonna bring a
無言
gun.
ってことは。
4chan is the most evil place. Well, I guess only 8chan is 8kun or something too. But that's just because it's the sequel to 4chan. But fuck 4chan. Absolutely fuck 4chan.
クリスティーナ
Christina, we need to talk.
また
Again?
相変わらず唐
Abrupt as
突ね。
usual.
も
What do you
ま
mean
た
again?
とは
別に。
Oh, wait. Is she aware of the time skips now?
何話って何
What you gonna talk about?
ね。
You two have been really close lately, huh? You're always talking together.
いつも
Does she ship it? Mayushi really wants to join in your secret meetings and stuff.
タイムリープマシンについての協議を
Don't
している
worry.
だけだ。
We've been talking about the time leap
おそら
machine.
くマユリが
It
そ
would
うと
just
し
be
ても
gibberish to
ちん
you.
ぷんかんぷんだと思うぞ。
Not entirely accurate, but not a lie either.
そしてこれ
Besides,
からクリスティーナに
the
話そう
purpose
と
of
し
this
ている。
particular discussion is to convince
いかにして
Christina to
こいつ
attend
を
Kamima.
小見舞い
Prepare
行か
for
せるか
good
という
news,
内容
Mayuri.
マユリを期待して待っていろ。
I'll let the voice actor do it better.
わかった。
Oh, great! Thanks, Okari.
おかり。
Okay. Mayuri waits in the lab as I take Kurisu outside.
というわけでクリスティーナ
So, Christina,
コミマに行くつもりはないから。
I'm not going to Kamima.
お前さっき
You
またと言
said
ったな
again just now. We've
こ
talked
こ
like
で
this
こうして
before.
1対1で
Just
の
the
相
two of
談を
us.
何度もしている。
ついに記憶に錯乱が見られるように
Losing
な
your
ったか。
memory now? Does our little mad
狂気のマッドサイエンティ
scientist
ストさん
have
はアセチルコリンが減少してるんじゃない？
acetylcholine? Acetylcholine. Nailed it. Hello, Source Hill. Welcome. How are you? Is it acetylcholine? Hold on. Tips list. It doesn't tell me the pronunciation. It's a neurotransmitter. Levels in the hippocampus increase when learning or remembering. Okay, acetylcholine. That would give you myasthenia gravis. I was gonna ask you, Cool Beans, if you knew what acetylcholine was.
真面目に答え
And
ろ。
clearly you do. I don't know what myasthenia gravis is. I'm being serious.
あんたなんか変よ。
You're acting weird today. What's going on?
頼む
Please.
答えてくれ。
Acetylcholine. I did! I got it! Yay! Cool! Sweet. Nailed it.
答えるも何も。
I mean,
岡部
yeah,
が
this is like the
さっき言った
fifth
通りよ。
time you brought
もう
me
4-5回
outside
くらい
to talk about
こう
the
して
time
外に
leap
出て
machine.
2人でタイムリープマシンをどうするかについて話してる。
俺がタイムリープしていることについ
Have we
て
talked about my time leaping? For an instant, Kurisu opens her eyes wide in surprise. But then she gives me an angry glare.
知ってるの？
You're time leaping? I nod.
かれこれ10回以上
More than a dozen times already.
そんなに
That many? What the hell are you
何勝手
doing?
な真似してんのよ
Well, I'm trying to save your life, but, well, actually, well, all of our lives, honestly. I'm trying to save the world, damn it. Looks like she doesn't know anything about Lukako or my shifting between world lines. But that's only natural. So she doesn't. No. Why are they showing that image? That's the one with the train. That is the one that that haunts me to this day. The fucking train. That, I'm not kidding. That moment in this game haunts me. I will think about it randomly at like just in the middle of the day. It's like an intrusive thought, but it's not even a normal intrusive thought that's like about my life. It's an intrusive thought about a video game, and I just think about it and I go, wow, that really fucked me up, huh? It can also cause dementia. Well, that's not good. The world line where Ferris and I fought the viral attackers is Alpha 2. Oh, that was cool. He got his ass beat. I like Ferris. I think she's adorable. The world line where I dated girl Lukako is Alpha 3. And now I'm on Alpha 4. From my perspective, Alpha 1, Alpha 2, and Alpha 3 were undone by my D-mails. But for Kurisu and everyone else on Alpha 4, those world lines were nothing but separate, intangible possibilities to begin with. I guess I have to explain everything again. I sigh heavily, then begin.
おおむね把握した
I think I get it. After I'm done, Kurisu sighs and lightly pats my arm.
あんまり
Don't wear
無茶
yourself
しない
out.
で
助手に励まされるとは
It's a disgrace to be comforted by my assistant.
なんで屈辱なのよ
Why are you always like that? I'm
せっかく優しくして
even
やったのに
trying to be nice. You're really full of yourself,
ち
you
いち
know?
偉そうだなあんた
同情などいらない
I don't need your sympathy. Everything that happened is my fault. I'm
俺
just
の
getting
軽
what
率
I
な行
deserve.
動が起こしたこと
See,
だ
this is like super emo Okabe.
自分って
I guess he's seen some shit though.
助手にこの話をする
Come
の
to
は
think of it, every time I explain this to you, I always end up hating myself in the end.
毎回
岡部
Okabe,
俺の心配より
don't worry about me.
マユリの心配
Worry
をして
about
る
Mayuri.
おそらくマユリは明日
Mayuri will probably die tomorrow. I don't know how it will happen.
どんな死に方かはわからない
If Mayuri stays away from the lab, she can probably avoid running into Moeka and her men. It doesn't matter though, she'll die all the same. All Alpha world lines converge on her death. Escaping the attractor field is the only way to save her.
お前には悪いと思うが
Sorry about this, but I want you to be there when she dies tomorrow night.
マユリの死
だからコミマに行けって言ったのか
That's why you want me to go to Kamima.
死は回避できない
There's nothing we can do to prevent her death. Just stay close and tell me when it happens.
俺に連絡するだけ
That's
で
dark as hell.
お前からの連絡が来たら
Once I know,
タイムリープする
I'll make the time leap.
マユリが死ぬのが分かってい
I
な
can't believe there's nothing we can do.
全然実感が湧かないけど
It just doesn't feel real. But it's the
事実なん
truth,
です
isn't it? I can see it in your
あん
eyes.
たの目を見れば分かる大丈夫
Are you okay? Are you okay? Like, really? I'm fine. If I'm gonna be sad, I'm gonna do it with possess. I've had that stuck in my head all day.
大丈夫じゃないマユリを助けるためには
No, I still haven't saved my... Oh.
マユリのこともそうだけど
I know, that's not what I meant. Kurisu interrupts me.
私が聞いたのは
Are you okay?
あんたも
俺がどうしたって
I don't follow.
あんまり気負いすぎないで
So when he said that it's guaranteed, because when he said that all of the timelines converge on her death, that's like... Okay. Have you seen, like, Futurama, Bender's Big Score, where they have, like, the paradox thing, and it's a paradox correcting? Like, it just, somehow the universe corrects itself if it finds a paradox. That's like an actual quantum physics thing. So her death on these alpha timelines, because there's like alpha, beta, there's like, they explained it with like yarn. No? Okay. So there's a theory in quantum physics. I'm gonna butcher the shit out of this because I'm not a quantum physicist. I'm not even a normal physicist. I'm nowhere near a physicist. But there's a theory that if the universe finds a paradox, it will basically work to correct itself. In this case, there's a paradox of the time leap where she's like, I'm not explaining this well. Okay, let me start over. They explained how time works like a piece of yarn. There's like there's like your whole piece of yarn, but if you look closely at a piece of yarn, it's a bunch of different fibers that are interwoven, and you can actually separate those fibers. And so imagine those different fibers as alpha, beta, and gamma timelines. On this timeline, within that, this is the alpha timeline, and within that little fiber, there's even more little fibers that also branch off. So that's how like multiverse, and I think it's called string theory. I think that's really what it's called. But anyway, they all come together and they stop branching at a certain point. They all come back together at her death. So that is like a certainty on the alpha timeline. It has to happen. For this timeline and set of timelines to exist, she has to die. It has to be. And that's what he's come to find out. It's not like, oh, if I take her away from the Rudy Tooty point and shooties, they can't shoot her, she can't die. Well, in that sense, then she gets hit by a car. Okay, well, if I take her away from the cars, then she'll be okay, but then she gets hit by a train. And it's like, okay, well, then if I take her away from the train, I'll take her in this taxi. She can't get hit by a car, she can't get hit by a train, she can't get shot, she gets stabbed. And the other one that I had at the very beginning when I was opening the wrong save file, they got her away from all of that, and she dies of a heart attack. Because it's just the nature of this timeline. It is absolutely guaranteed, which is why he's continuing to time leap, because if he keeps time leaping, he'll reach a certain level of divergence, and if he reaches that right point of divergence, then he'll jump from the alpha timeline to a beta timeline, or the gamma timeline, or so on and so forth. So he's not just jumping within this set of fibers, he's jumping to a whole separate string. Does that make sense? I feel like the aliens guy. I feel like I'm crazy. I feel like aliens. Talk with my hands. I can't help it. I'm not good at explaining anything, but certainly not good at explaining quantum physics. I feel like, wait, I wonder if there's like a tip or something. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Is it under string theory? I wonder if it's under string theory. God, there's super string theory. The universe is composed of strings, the vibrations of which manifest as elementary particles. 11 dimensions, Nope, that makes it worse. We're just gonna move on. Anime. It's magic. Science is magic, magic is science. That's what we're gonna cop out and say. It's rare for her to look so concerned for me. I told you not to worry about me. It's my Yuri to worry about. Tomorrow, I'm going to look for Moeka. If my Yuri doesn't die tomorrow, I can postpone the time leap. If my Yuri does die tomorrow, I'll return to the past no matter what. I wish there were some way that my Yuri wouldn't have to suffer. Then why don't you time leap now? I can't plan effectively without knowing the deadline. As a career scientist, it's basically magic. Cool, glad you agree. I don't want to see Mayuri die either, you know. I mean, of course not. She's an innocent little 16-year-old. I know how you feel, but you're the only one I can ask. Where did all this trust come from? You're my assistant after all. Kurisu forces a laugh at my feeble attempt at a joke. You're so full of yourself. We have our plan. Kurisu will go to her first Kamima. Mayuri will be so delighted when I tell her the news. I'm receiving mail? From who? Oh, I've received a lot of mail. Oh. Morning, okay, I'm headed off now. Joined up with Mayuri, heading to Akiaki. Kind of excited, lol. I had no idea it would be this crowded. Save me. Oh my gosh! I know what that emote is! I actually only learned that like last year, what that emote is. It's like a little guy and he's on his knees and he's like bowing down like on the floor. One of my friends sent me that and I was like, what the fuck does oars mean? And she was like, oh my god. Anyway. I'm not cool, so I didn't know the hip lingo. I didn't know the latest emoticons. I haven't seen Mayuri all day. I want to be with her, of course, but that's not possible. Moeka hasn't replied, which means I have to find her myself. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about her. My only clue is Arc Rewrite, the company Moeka supposedly worked at. I find it after a quick search online. Sure enough, their business is producing articles for PC magazines. Luckily, their office is in Akiba. I try calling first, but it goes to voicemail. I guess they're still closed for the Obon holiday. Or maybe it's just a bad time. Looks like I've got no choice but to visit them in person. Ugh, hate when that happens. It's the second day of Kamima and Akiba is deserted. Most of the otaku are lined up at Big Sight right now. I've experienced the craze of Kamima several times firsthand. It's literal war. It scares me whenever Mayuri goes alone. I can't help but imagine her trampled by a horde of crazed otaku. But in reality, Mayuri's surprisingly quick and tough. I've seen her weave through crowds like you wouldn't believe. She's a professional. Kuris is the one more likely to get trampled. I can't help but feel sorry for her. Maybe it was wrong to ask her to go. I find the Arc Rewrite office in a fancy-looking building on the outskirts of Akiba. I take the elevator up, but there's nobody there. I lean against the wall and wait. After about 30 minutes, a man dressed in shirt and tie appears. I explain that I'm a relative of Kiryu Moeka and ask for her contact info, but he gives an unexpected answer.
そんな名前のバイトはうちにはいないな。
We don't have an employee by that name. That bitch.
いない?
You don't? Damn, I've been tricked. Bamboozled. I should have known better. Moeka's working for CERN. Of course her place of employment is fake. Is this the end of the line? Just as I'm about to turn around and leave, the man pounds his hand as if he remembered something.
いや、待った。
Wait a second. There was a girl who worked here just 2 days before disappearing. I think her name might have been Kiryu.
まだ履歴書残ってたかな。
We might still have her resume. I frantically bow my head and ask him to look for it. He's reluctant, but acquiesces. I like that word. That's a good word. The address listed on the resume leads me to a beat-up old apartment. Not the sort of place you'd expect a single young woman to live. I feel a strange unease as I approach the apartment. Dude, please tell me you have a gun on you or something, because she is... For some reason, there's a police car parked in front of the complex. A uniformed officer is standing out front. Oh, this is not good at all. I don't like this. This is giving me a bad feeling. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. In one room on the second floor, room 202, Moeka's has a blue sheet covering the door. What's going on here? I walk up to the police officer.
すいません。
Excuse me.
あそこの部屋の
Did the
人は
person who lives
引
there
っ越したん
move?
ですか?
Huh? No.
違う。
じゃあ
Then
君関係者？
are you related?
知り合いです。
I knew her.
何も聞いてないの？
You haven't heard? No. No. The police officer looks uncomfortable. The bad feeling in my gut is getting worse.
何が
What
起きたんですか?
happened?
自殺だよ。
Suicide. Why though? Why would she? What? Suicide? But why?
それはいつ?
When?
昨日だ。
Oh my god, I just got like full body chills. Yesterday. Sorry. No way.
ご遺体は近くの
They
千代田
took her
第
to
三
Chiyoda
病院に
Third
運ばれ
Central
てるはずだ
Hospital.
から。
Doesn't look like she had any
身寄りが誰もい
relatives.
ない
We
みたい
don't
で
know who
ね。
to notify.
困ってたんだ。
Will you go see the
会いに
body?
行ってやってくれないかな。
I bow my thanks and leave. She's dead? Moeka's dead? What's going on? It doesn't make sense. Suicide? Moeka, who killed Mayuri in cold blood, committed suicide? Or is this part of the conspiracy? Could her own men have killed her, then made it look like a suicide? Today is the 16th. On Worldline Alpha 1, Moeka raided the lab on the 13th. 3 days have passed since then. Each time I change world lines, Mayuri's death gets pushed back one day. So does Moeka's raid. It hasn't happened yet on this world line. So why did she die? I don't get it. This is the first time this has happened. How should I deal with this? What should I do? I squat on the ground and cradle my head in confusion. If Moeka is dead, maybe Mayuri doesn't have to die. No, I don't think Convergence is that kind. Fate demands Mayuri's death. Whenever I try to stop it, something interferes. True, I'm the one who meddled with the timeline, but haven't I paid the price already? How did all this happen? A few weeks ago, I was just a college student with a severe case at Chunibyo. Severe does not even begin to cover it because, Jesus, so Chuni. Save for Mayuri's grandmother, I had never experienced the death of anyone close to me. Death had no place in my life. But how many times have I faced death these past 3 days? More when you count the loops I've made. My heart can't take it anymore. I don't know how much longer I can go on. One more. Just one more D-mail to cancel. If I can just get my hands on Moeka's phone.
タイムリープだ。
Time leap. Moeka died yesterday around noon. I can go back to before that happened. The reason she died isn't important. Whether Mayuri's murderer kills herself is of no concern to me. I just need to cancel that D-mail. Well, upon returning to the lab, I casually look up at the second floor window. And what I see shocks me to my core.
放電現象。
Someone else is time leaping. Electrical discharge? Someone is using the time leap machine. When is Brie Appreciation Day? Oh goodness. There is no Brie Appreciation Day. I don't need to be appreciated. It's fine. There's no day for me. I guess unless you count my birthday, which was last week. Mayuri and Daru should be at Kamima. Not even Kurisu should be here. Because I don't know. Y'all. I asked her to escort Mayuri yesterday. Besides, who's against changing the past? So who? The building shakes. The vibration reaches the street. I can't let this happen. The timeline mustn't be tampered with again. I need to stop it now. So who's using it? I race up the stairs to the lab. Is he gonna see his time paradox? By the time I get there, the shaking is stopped. I quietly peek into the development room. Nobody's there. The door was unlocked. Anyone could have walked right in. How could we be so careless? The time leap machine is still faintly warm, so somebody did use it. Who? Did they time leap? This is the first time someone else has used it. Is it himself? Is he like lapping himself now? Just to make sure, I check the X68000. As expected, the history has been erased. The same thing happens when we send a D-mail. There's nothing I can do about this. It worries me, but I have to focus on Moeka. I set up the time leap machine. The maximum leap time is 48 hours. To leap more than that, you need to leap 48 hours and then leap again. The 42-inch CRT is on downstairs. That's plain as day since the discharge phenomenon just occurred. I put on the headgear. Preparations complete. So who left? Oh god, I gotta save. Y'all are too sweet. Okay, I did 23. I'm not gonna leave. I'm not going to leave. I know it will happen if I don't leave now. Mayuri will die, and I will taste that pain and despair once again. And then I will leave. It's the same. There's no need to rush. Calm down. I can endure the pain if need be. I should exploit my one advantage, the time leap machine, to the fullest possible. That's really... Wow, that means a lot, Cool Beats. I'm glad I'm in your top 3. That means knowing exactly when Mayuri will die. The pattern suggests that Mayuri's death should happen around 7 or 8 tonight. But things are a little different this time. Moeka killed herself before Mayuri was scheduled to die. I'm glad I could help you get through. That's a lot of stuff to get through, so I'm glad I could help. I'm like, I'm blushing a little. I feel so... You guys are so nice. How much influence will that have on convergence? There's a chance Mayuri won't die and we might already have won. In that case, I shouldn't waste my effort time leaping. I have no obligation to save Moeka. I'll wait until Kurisu contacts me. It's 12:30 now. There are still about 7 hours left. I hear nothing but the slow, steady tick of the clock. The sound is echoing inside my head. Even if I plug my ears, it doesn't stop. I spent several hours searching for the IBM 5100, but as expected, I found nothing. I still can't imagine how Moeka's D-mail affected the computer's whereabouts. What does her phone model have to do with anything? Does keeping the same phone somehow tell her that there's an IBM 5100 at Yanabayashi Shrine? That doesn't make sense. Even the butterfly effect must have limits. But on the other hand, truth is often stranger than fiction. Sometimes the simplest things have consequences that no one could ever imagine. So I can't rule it out entirely either. In other words, I have nothing. I twist my lips into a sneer of self-mockery. It's 7:46 p.m., the moment of truth. If Mayuri is indeed fated to die today, I should be hearing from Kurisu soon. I hope nothing happens. All that I ask is to hear Mayuri's voice, to know, once and for all, that she's safe. I'm scared. I'm gonna save it on 20. An artificial melody. I'm not gonna answer. It cuts through the silence of the lab. My phone is ringing. There's only one thing that can mean. Mayuri is dead. For all my wishful thinking, I never really doubted this was going to happen. There's no need to confirm what I already know. Just as I thought, Mayuri is doomed to die on this world line. Silently, I apologize to Kurisu for forcing her to watch it happen. I got an achievement for that. That's kind of okay. As expected, the deadline is around 8 p.m. on the 16th. Unless I change the world line before the time limit, Mayuri will die. And he leaps. I don't have a choice in that matter. I put on the headgear and activate the time leap machine. I must obtain Moeka's phone no matter what it takes. I can leave it again? I want to keep leaving it. Just... 29. I'm not doing this! I didn't do that. I didn't do that. It forced me to do it, even though it gave me the signal. Okay, so we're going back. I make several consecutive leaps to travel back to the 11th. Jesus. When I arrive, it's just past 8 p.m. I'm heading out. I leave the lab without waiting for the others to respond. Oh, he angry now. I head to Moeka's ratty apartment. There's no sign of the police this time. Are you coming back to the lab today? I don't know, but don't worry. You don't have to worry about anything. Okay. Moeka's suicide won't happen for another 4 days. I run up the iron stairs and stand in front of the door to Unit 202. The lights aren't on inside. I start getting anxious. Maybe she's not here. There's no intercom, so I reluctantly knock on the door. No reply. I try again with the same result. Damn, might as well try the doorknob. It's unlocked. It's unlocked. I take a deep breath. This could be a trap. Remember, we're not dealing with an ordinary person. Moeka's a rounder, an agent of CERN, and a bitch. Don't worry, you don't have to worry about... I would assume they murdered somebody. I wouldn't assume that they died. I would literally I'd be like, you are on your way to murder somebody. And I'm scared. If I die here, what will happen to Mayuri? Will Kurisu or Daru use the time leap machine to save her? I need to be careful. But at the same time, I can't save Mayuri by doing nothing. So I steel myself, open the door, and peek inside. The apartment is dark, too dark to see, but I feel someone's presence. I step inside. The apartment is practically empty. Minimal furnishings, only the barest necessities of life. But there, by the window, is a figure in the moonlight. A woman is sitting on the floor, her head bowed. It's her! It's her! There's no one else here. I approach the woman and stare down at her, gritting my teeth in a desperate effort to maintain control. Ever since the first time she killed Mayuri, I've tried my best to avoid thinking about this woman. But now I have no choice. I can't accomplish my goal until I have the answers I need from her. I must obtain the IBN 5100 to escape the Alpha Attractor Field and rescue Mayuri. That entire sentence, out of context, would be probably one of the craziest things ever.
Kiryu Moeka.
I had another name for her once. It hurts to remember. I force it to the back of my mind.
起きているか?
Can you hear me? Moeka's fingers twitch. She sluggishly lifts her head, but she doesn't look up. She stares at my feet instead.
Who?
She finally speaks in a frail voice. Moeka's always had trouble speaking, but it seems especially severe today. I notice her hair and clothes are disheveled. She looks awful, though I suppose that's no surprise given that she kills herself in 4 days.
FB なの
FB, is it you?
FB?
FB. I've heard that name before. If I'm not mistaken, that's her superior's code name.
なんで連絡くれないの
Why won't you contact me?
私
I did everything you told me
言
to.
われた通りに
The phone in Moeka's hands glows faintly. She's still clinging to it, I see.
私の何がいけなかっ
Did
た
I do something wrong? I'll fix it, I promise. Just don't abandon me. I'll do anything for you, FB. I should cosplay her? Oh god. I kind of want to. But I kind of don't because she's terrible, but I kind of do because she's cool, but I kind of don't because she's terrible. I do like the pink and red eyes though. That would be kind of fun. I could get, oh my god, her belt is like the most 2010 thing ever too. That would be kind of fun.
返事をしてよ
Please answer me. Give me orders. I'll obey. Tell me what to
私に指示を
do.
出して
Tell me.
私はそれに従う命令して命令
She is miserable. I'm at a loss for words. I wasn't expecting to find her in such a miserable state. See, if I cosplay her, I want to cosplay her in her, like, weird assassin outfit, because that is a cool outfit. She was so cold, so calm when she killed Mayuri. It's like she's a different person now. Is this another sorry. What was I trying to say? Is this another effective... I almost said effect? Like, Is this another effect of the world line change? But it's only been a week since she sent her email. How could she have changed so much? I get on my knees and shake Moeka by the shoulders.
おい聞こえるか
Hey, can you hear
Oi.
me? Hey. She's going through it clearly. Why won't you answer?
連絡をちょうだいよ
桐生萌香おい俺だ岡部だ
No response. Moeka just keeps crying and mumbling to herself. I shake harder, but she doesn't react. She doesn't even resist. Looking down, I notice that she's typing rapidly on her phone. Bewildered, I look at the screen. FBF. Oh, she's gone crazy. Okay, so she's like nuts now.
お前
What happened to Moeka? From what little I understand, it sounds like she's lost contact with her supervisor, FB. I can't read FB and not think Facebook. She's under control from Facebook. But I don't understand how that could turn Moeka into such a wreck. It doesn't matter. I don't care what happens to her. I'm here for one thing. Recalling my purpose, I reach for Moeka's phone. No! A sharp crack echoes through the room. Moeka slapped my hand away. It didn't hurt, but her reaction was lightning quick. Now Moeka curls up into a ball, hugging the phone tightly to her chest. It was like this from the moment I met her. She never let go of her phone, not even for a second, as if it were the only thing keeping her alive. No mails. No mails.
FB とかいうやつからか。
You mean from FB? No mails. I make several more attempts to take her phone while she babbles incoherently, but she just slaps my hand away each time. Next, I tried persuasion. I promised to help her search for FB if she lends me her phone. It's a lie, of course, though come to think of it, I would like a piece of FB too. But that can wait until after I've saved my yuri. She is absolutely disturbed. But Moeka doesn't buy it, if that is, she heard me at all. Damn it, we're not getting anywhere. Maybe I should take it from her by force. But what if she tries to kill me before I can send the D-mail? In her current state, she might not have the strength to retaliate. On the other hand, if she does retaliate, there's not much I can do against someone with a gun. What should I do? Her gun. Where would she keep it? I quickly scan the room, but there's no sign of it. Crap, that's... Oh god. I'm gonna just real quick make another save. I'm just like so scared I'm gonna lock myself out of a... Oh wait, I didn't mean to put it back.
もしもし。
Oh shit, hello? I stand up and move to the entrance where I can take the call without letting Moeka out of my sight.
今どこよ
Where are you?
悪いが取り込み中だ。
Sorry, I'm busy.
女
It-
女なの
Is it woman? Is it woman? Is it woman? You're with a woman, aren't you?
お前の発想は
Is that the
実に
first thing that comes to
スイー
mind?
ツかっこ
You
笑い
really
だ
are
な。
a mainstream girl.
うるさいな
Shut up.
電話レンジの帰
You
り
promised you'd help with the phone wave, remember? Or is your lab name number just for
そ
show?
れでラボ弁な
誰に頼んでくれ。
Get Dardu to help. I can't
今
do
日
it
はそれ
today.
どころじゃない。
一体何してんの
What are you doing? Where are you?
桐生萌香のアパートにいる。
Kiryu Moeka's apartment.
やっぱり女か
So you are with a woman. You're the
最低だな。
worst. Has she not met Moeka on this world line? I quickly give Kurisu a simplified version of the usual explanation. Kurisu listens attentively as she always does. Maybe she's more considerate than I give her credit for. As soon as I finish, Kurisu gives it to me straight.
強引に奪うしかない
You have to take it from her by force.
過激だな。
You've seen too many
ハリウ
Hollywood
ッド映画
movies.
の見過ぎか。
相手はセルン
You're up against an agent of CERN. Play nice and you could end up
こ
dead.
っちがやられるかもしれない
She's kinda right.
迷ってる場合じゃない
Don't
ですよ
hesitate. Remember, you're doing this to save my yuri.
あんたはひょろひょろで
I know you're
強
pretty
そうだ
weak
けど
and scrawny, but you should be able to handle her in her current
相対
state.
的に考えて勝てるはず
Damn. Gee, thanks. At least she's not beating around the bush. Suddenly, she lowers her voice. You might think I'm a monster for saying this. Not that I care what you think.
あんたに人格疑われたって殺してでも
Kill her if you have
殺るべ
to.
き
Holy shit.
今、
You're a monster.
お前の人格を疑
Dude!
った。だが、
But you're not a hypocrite, and
偽
that's
善
what I
が
love
ない
about
と
you,
ころが好きだ
Christina.
ぞ。
Love? What's the matter with her now? Dude. Come on.
事実を言ったまで
I
だ。
mean it. I wish my conviction were
俺
as
なんか
strong
よ
as
りもよっぽど
yours.
潔い。
Well,
どうも
thanks.
で、
But that's not
い
all,
いとも
right?
聞かせてくれ。
There's a reason you're willing to
殺
suggest
すことも
murder
や
as
む
an
なしと考
option.
える理由
How
が
did you reach that
お
conclusion?
前の中にある。
よかった
Good, you're
そ
still
れに
thinking.
あんたの話が
I can't be certain whether your story is true, and I don't quite understand this attractor field hypothesis.
私はまだ完全それでも
But based on what you told me,
桐生って人
if
が
this Kiryu woman commits suicide 4 days from now, then that means her death flag is already
推
active.
論が成り
Death flag? Talking about anime
立つ
terms
世界
now?
は
In
彼
other
女の
words,
死を
this world line
承
has
認した
approved her
っていう
death.
ところで因果が収束
On
するなら
previous world lines where that
これま
wasn't
で
the
の世
case,
界
you
線で
probably
仮
couldn't
にあ
have
んたが
killed her
彼女
even if
を
you
殺そうと
tried.
しても
Something would
何
have
らかの
happened to
邪魔
prevent
が入っ
it.
てできなかったはずあるいは
Or possibly
殺した
killing her
瞬間
would have
に
caused a
世界
dramatic
線
shift in
が
world
大
line
きく変わっていた
divergence.
でも
But on this
この世界
specific
線
world
で
line,
だ
her
け考え
death
る
is
なら
already certain.
彼女はあんたは
As you've
これまでに
experienced with my
何度も
Yuri's death, the
最寄りの
result
死
is
を
what
見てきたこと
matters,
が
not
わ
the
かるはず
process.
それと同じで
I believe the same
桐生
applies
って
to
人の
Kiryu. It doesn't matter how she dies. In other words, I can kill her instead of letting her commit suicide.
死が決まっている
She's
から
already
殺し
going
て
to
も
die,
構
so
わな
that
い
makes it
か
okay. That the kind of
まるで
argument a
殺人
murderer
犯ばり
would
の脳死
that
展開だな
sorry, that's a typo. That's the kind of argument a murderer would make.
偽善ぶるな。
Don't be a hypocrite.
私は
We're
今
not talking about right and
人
wrong
とし
here,
ての倫理
Okabe.
を捨てて話してんのよ。
This got really dark really
付き合いな
fast.
さい。
She's unforgiving as always, but it actually feels nice to speak frankly like this.
だが法律はどうする
But what about the law?
世界が
Even
そ
if
れを
fate
許しても
forgives me, society
社会
won't.
は許さない
タイムリープマシン
As
があ
long
る
as you
限
have
り
the time leap machine, you
相手
can
を殺
undo
しても
anything, even
時間
murder.
を遡れば全て岡部は誰も
The
殺さ
result will
ず
be
に
that you gain the
必要な
necessary
情報だ
information
けを
without
入手
killing
した
anybody.
把握した
I understand. Phew. Just remember one thing.
これだけは
You're
覚えて
responsible for what you do.
これだけ好き放
I
題
guess
して
that's
る
quite a thing for me to say, huh? After
Kinda.
telling you to kill her.
無責任だけど
問題ない
It's fine. Your advice was
実に
truly
マッドサイ
becoming
エ
of a
ンティ
mad
スト的な意見だっ
scientist.
た
さっさと型をつけなさい
Get it done, Okabe.
じゃあね
Bye. Get it done. Get it done! Just kill her. Wow. She hangs up without another word. Strangely, I find Kurisu's harsh tone encouraging.
お前は司令官かよ
Who does she think she is? A general? I manage a smirk as I close my phone. Moika's still sitting on the floor. Kill her if you have to, Kurisu said. Moika did the same thing to us. She doesn't deserve mercy. Kill her or let her live. It's my choice, my responsibility. Is this gonna be a timeline split? Even after I undo the murder, the memory of my crime will remain with me. That's sin, that guilt. I'll have to carry that weight I mustn't ever forget. That's what Kurisu meant when she spoke of responsibility. Murder is unforgivable, no matter the circumstances. Can you understand that, Kiryu Moeka? I reach for Moeka's phone. This time, there's no hesitation. Oh god. Moeka resists. I grab her slender hand and pin it to the window. Why am I just zoomed in on her neck? It's kind of weird. The glass rattles from the force, but thankfully doesn't break. With my other hand, I pry the phone away from Moeka's chest. Oh god. She drives her foot straight into my solar plexus. Damn! The breath explodes from my lungs. I gasp for air. In a fit of anger, I raise my hand to strike, but at the last moment I hesitate. Damn, what happened to killing her if I have to? I know we're past the point of playing nice, but I've never hit a girl in my life. I don't consider myself a model gentleman or anything, and you aren't. And he is not. But the idea that men aren't supposed to hit women is such a strong part of my common sense that it stayed my hand almost like instinct. Turn down the temperature on the anime. It's pretty anime. So instead, I wrap my hand around Moeka's neck and squeeze. Yeah, this is like assault. When she tries to kick me again, I pin her legs under mine. Wow. What a scene that they're painting here. I squeeze harder. My fingers dig into her throat. Oh god. That was not a sound that I liked. Take her to Suplex City. I feel her throat moving as she gasps for air. I can finally see my reflection in her tear-reddened eyes.
やった
Now I have your attention. Cool, we're just gonna listen to her choke, I guess. Moeka is under control, but now I don't have a free hand to take her phone. If I loosen my grip on her throat even slightly, it'll turn into a struggle again. Moeka is hiding her phone behind her back now. I need that phone. Should I let go of her hand or her neck?
携帯を
Give me your phone. Moeka weakly shakes her head. If you don't, I'll kill you.
殺せ
I wonder if I even can. I can't undo it with the time leap machine. It'll be the perfect crime, one that never happened. But still, do I really have it in me to murder someone? I don't know, but I have to try. I have to try! I have to try murdering someone, apparently.
渡さないと
Hand it over, or I'll kill you. Yikes. No word leaves Moeka's lips, just rough breathing. You're choking her! She can't speak! Stalemate. Neither of us shows the other any openings. We're practically motionless, but our breathing is ragged. It's taking all my strength just to pin her down. Our rough breathing echoes through the room. For a moment, it even seems to synchronize. This is getting me nowhere. I remove my hand from her neck, then use my entire left arm to pin her against the wall in a guillotine choke. I'm just choking this girl. I mean, she murdered my friend. She's an agent of CERN. It is kind of dire consequences, and like, the stakes are high, but I don't like it. She starts groaning in pain. My right hand has her left hand up against the glass. Now I pull her hand down and transfer it to the grip of my left hand. Now my right hand is free. I slide it behind her back and go searching for her phone. I have to lean in close to do this. Oh, don't make this a sex thing. Please don't make this weirdly, like, please. I'm begging you, game. Don't do this. I press my body up against hers. Pain explodes in my jaw. God, she's like punching and kicking really high, huh? I lean back. Moeka is readying another headbutt. I put more strength into the guillotine choke to stop her. Moeka's face twists in pain as she struggles to escape my grasp. My guillotine choke seems to be working. She doesn't have the strength to resist. If I push any harder, she really might die. I push harder. Moeka writhes in pain. Tears fall from her eyes and drool from her mouth. Wow, this is really graphic. As her resistance weakens, I'm glad I put warnings at the beginning of this. As her resistance weakens, my right hand finds Moeka's phone. She still has it in a tight grip, but I manage to tear it away. I quickly release Moeka and step away. We didn't kill her, thank God. She bends over and coughs violently, but she still reaches out to me with tears in her eyes. Never mind, don't cough. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Say no more. Say less. She wants her phone back, I don't care. I look at the screen. It shows an email draft with a string of FBs entered. I clear the text and start typing a new mail, but her phone's different from mine, so I don't quite know how to use it. Let's see. Startled, I look up to see Moeka staggering to her feet. She's like a goddamn zombie. I quickly run outside and close the door behind me. Then I lean my entire body weight onto it so she can't open it from the inside. The doorknob rattles as she tries to open the door. Then she starts pounding on the inside. It's a good thing doors in Japan open out. You wouldn't see this in a Hollywood movie. That's really scary that they open out. Anyway, I have her phone. Now I just need to pretend to be Moeka and send the cancellation email. Moeka's changes to the past will be canceled. The world line will change. The IBM 5100 will come back to me. And then we'll hack into CERN. Mission complete. Fate won't have my Yuri this time. Victory will be mine. Hi, this is Nakise. Get ready for a D-mail. Okay, but what's that noise? I'm having a little trouble here. So you didn't kill her. Good job. I tell her Moeka's address. It's ready. And Mayuri? Still here. She's at the Brawn Tube workshop trying to get the manager to turn on the CRT. You didn't tell her anything, did you? About her death? Of course not. Good. Don't hang up yet. I put my phone down and resume typing into Moeka's phone. A middle-aged lady comes out of the apartment next door. Our eyes meet, so I put on a forced smile. That's awkward. The lady grins mockingly before going back inside. Oh, she's probably... Yeah, I wonder what she was thinking. Maybe she thought it was a lover's quarrel. In the mail, I write model change. Do it now before sold out. Oh, Moeka's email said don't change models. Oh god, I'm confused again, but whatever. The desire for limited edition, hard-to-find products is hard-coded into Japanese DNA. Appealing to that instinct should work. Okay. The insistent pounding on the door grows louder, and now I hear groaning from the other side. I can't believe how persistent she is. Is her phone really that important to her? But I've already won. All I have to do is send the D-mail. I'll never forgive you, Moika, but at least our relationship ends here. Let this be the last time we meet. I raise the phone to eye level. I take a deep breath. It ends now. I press send. Oh my god, it didn't work. No vertigo. Oh my god, it didn't work! No dizziness, nothing. Reading Steiner didn't activate. What? Why? Why didn't the world line change? Did the phone wave fail to function? I bring my own phone back to my ear. Kurisu's still on the line. Well? Did you send it? Yes, did it work? The discharge is occurring as normal. So it worked, right? Definitely. The world line didn't change. You mean it failed? Why? Consider the possibilities. Maybe the message wasn't enough to persuade Moika to change models. Did we have sent it to the wrong date? It's July 31st, I'm sure of it. Check when the original D-mail arrived. Maybe her reaction will change if the new one arrives just after that. What a pain. The pounding on the door has ceased. Did she finally give up? No, she wouldn't give up. Does she plan to climb out of the window and loop around? If we're on the second floor, that would be quite a feat. I should still have some time left. Try sending different messages. If that doesn't work, I'll adjust the timer. You're a lifesaver. What's going on there? Is Mr. Braun freaking out? I can hear him shouting from below. Hashida and Mayuri are trying to calm him down, but who knows how long that'll last. I don't think there's much time left. I put my phone into my pocket without hanging up. Oh god. I change the message and send another email. But still, nothing happens. Make another one. Send. No good. Why? What am I doing? Maybe... I think she sent a message to FB, not herself. I like to ask Moeka, but if I go back inside now, she'll probably just attack me. Which reminds me, she's been awfully quiet. What is she doing now? Maybe she really did go out the window. I look around. I don't see her anywhere. Think. Why didn't the D-mail work? I wipe the sweat from my brow. My entire body is soaked. It must be the adrenaline. What if Moeka changed addresses when she got a new phone? I take out my phone. Are you there? Still not working? I tried 2 more times, but nothing. I frantically consider my options as I stare hard at Moeka's phone. The walkaway is dim, but Moeka's gaudy purple phone shines in the faint light. Wait. I take another good look at the phone. There's something wrong here. What is it? What's wrong? Gaudy purple. Latest model. Removable LCD screen. Model number GG01. My eyes tell me there's nothing wrong. I saw this phone when Moeka sent her D-mail and many times before. She was never without it. It's the same. Nothing has changed. Nothing changed. Wait, I'm not following. What hasn't changed? Why hasn't it changed? Why is it the same as before Moeka sent her D-mail? Moeka's D-mail said don't change models. She should have a different phone when she sent it. But she didn't. It was the same phone I'm holding right now. There's only one explanation. She never changed models to begin with. Wow, she lied to you. Really? The murderer assassin lady lied to you? What a concept. Wow, I can't believe it's taken us this long to figure that out. Moika's D-mail wasn't about her phone. That explains how it affected the IBM 5100. It also explains why my cancellation D-mails aren't working. That sneaky little... Yeah, now she's coming. The door violently shakes behind my back. It's much stronger than before. She must be ramming something hard and heavy against the door. I quickly move away from the door. The door shakes again. I can see the frame starting to warp. She's crazy! I suppose I should be thankful she doesn't have a gun, but honestly, this is terrifying enough. It chills my blood to think of what her face must look like now. I've never been the target of such single-minded obsession before. But unfortunately, I can't run away. I need to face Moika again and wring the information out of her. Both Ferris and Lukako remembered their D-mails. With prodding, Moika will remember too. I need that information. Crap. I don't want to go in there. My teeth are chattering. This is pathetic. I thought I'd won when I snatched her phone, but now my advantage is gone. Answer me! Christina? Oh lord. What's that pounding? Are you okay? Moika's D-mail wasn't about the model exchange. What do you mean? She must have changed the text right before we sent it. That's why the cancellation mails aren't working. Did you check her history? It might still be there. Her arrival history. Of course, even if it's not in her sent history, it should still be in her arrival history. I glare at the purple phone in my hand. It's a good thing Moika didn't change phones. Now I know exactly where the D-mail went. I should have thought of that. Checking now. Oh god. I want to know. Hopefully she doesn't bust down the door before we know. For a second there, I thought it would be easy. I should have known better. Moika is not a casual phone user. Her mailbox has literally hundreds of entries over the last week, almost all from FB. Some of my mails are sprinkled in. I don't have time to search through each of these mails, even just the subject lines. Not to mention the pounding on the door is freaking me out. I seem to be in a spot of trouble. If I fail, I'm leaving the rest to you. Don't be ridiculous. If you're in trouble, then get out of... I hang up. Oh, that's smart. That's real smart. The lady next door comes out again, alarmed by the escalating noise. She glares at me. Oh boy. When she sees the magnitude of the door's damage, the lady opens her eyes in shock and runs back inside. I'm not leaning against the door anymore. Moika could just open it, but she hasn't realized that. She's so fixated on getting her phone back, she'd destroy her own door. In any case, I don't have time to check her mail history. I put the phones in my pockets and move to the side of the door. I carefully grip the doorknob and wait for the interval between bangs. Now, I yank the door open. A coffee table flies out and smashes into the walkway railing. A hole! Oh god. Her screech raises hairs all over my body. She's standing in the entrance like a revenant at the gates of hell. I step back. My knees tremble. But then I remember what I'm here to do. I gather my resolve, enter the room, and close the door behind me. Or at least I try. The door is bent and won't fully close. I give up on locking it. Give it back. Moika glares at me, shaking with fury. First, I have to restrain her again. This is a woman who would kill on command, who would break her own door down just to retrieve her phone. It's too dangerous to let her be. I'm stronger. I just need to get her on the ground. There's no time. It's now or never. Crushing my fear, I charge Moika at full speed. Our bodies collide. Moika tries to twist away, but I grab her clothes and use my momentum to push her to the floor. The back of her head hits the floor. Her resistance weakens. She doesn't know how to break a fall. Some secret agent. I quickly straddle her waist. Now she's mine. This is really weird. Give it back! Moika flails her arms and legs wildly. I should have known she wouldn't give up. Her fist strikes my jaw. Fortunately, Moika is weak. The blow does a little damage. I still need to stop her from struggling. First, her hands. I start with her left. I grab her wrist and pin it to the floor. A fist flies towards my face. It pops against my left eye, blinking my vision for a second. She seems to stop struggling for a moment. Her hand claws weakly at the air, but it turns out that she was just reaching for my hair. She grabs it hard. I feel several strands tear free from my scalp. Yikes. Which, I mean, kind of good, because that's what you do when you're being attacked. You grab hair and scratch and kick and flail. I get a grip on Moika's face and press her head against the floor. Yeah, ouch. She tries to bite my fingers, so I pull my hand back. I grab the hand that's grabbing my hair and dig my nails into her wrist. They're really fighting, but she still doesn't let go of my hair. All the while, her feet are pounding against my back. She's also trying to free her left hand. I can't take much more of this. Why you? I instinctively headbutt Moeka with all my strength. The sickening sound of bone against bone echoes inside my head. The impact makes me dizzy too, but I fight it. Moeka goes limp and opening. Finally, I succeed at pinning down both her hands. Why do they have to make it weirdly sexy? Stop! Her glasses fell off at some point during the struggle. Oh, Lord. Her red, swollen eyes give her an even more demented look. There's an angry bump on her forehead where I headbutted her. This is really weird. That hurt, you crazy bitch! She spits at me. The lukewarm saliva hits my face. Gross. Ugh. I want to wipe it off and my hands are full. Moika glares at me. There are tears in her eyes, perhaps from the pain. Eye contact. Good, we're making progress. What? Why would you say that? Oh, I got an achievement. 75% CG achievement. I guess completion? I don't know. Cool beans! Moika breaks eye contact when I mention it. She stares at my pocket. She must have caught a glimpse of purple. I'm not giving it back. I smile scornfully. I'm not letting you escape into your own little world again. You don't have that right. Give it back. Come and get it. No. Moika tries to free her hands. I lean in harder to keep them pinned. My strength and position are superior, so Moika accomplishes nothing. No, come on. Why we gotta do this? Why we gotta do this? Next she struggles to free her body, same result. Pick a different picture. I clamp my thighs firmly around her hips and hold her down. This is weird. This is really weird. She occasionally knees me in the back, but I can bear that pain. It's not enough to make me forfeit this position. Thank you for zooming back out. We really didn't need that. This game really tests my patience. I can keep this up as long as I have to. Who's going to tire out first? Moika, without a doubt. I don't do sports or anything, so I'm not that strong. But I'm on top. I don't need to expend much energy to keep her pinned. Why did you take it? Give it back! Give it back! Keep screaming. You know, I don't think they're very clear on how they're positioned. I was kind of wondering that too. I don't know. I don't know, Cool Beans. She can scream and spit all she likes. Nothing will make me give up this position. I don't care about your phone issues. I don't care about FB. Moika shakes her head violently. She's just wasting her energy. I maintain position and stare down at Moika. You don't kill her on this world line, and the world lines where you did have already been erased. But I remember everything you did. Everything that never happened. I'll never forget that you killed my Yuri, and I'll never forgive you. So there's no escape for you today. We're gonna stay here as long as it takes. Until now, I've always run away from facing Moika. But I can't do that on this world line. I have to know what her D-mail said. So let's be honest with each other, huh? Moika is still struggling. Give it back! Give it back, I'll kill you, I'll fucking kill you. Let me go. I'll tear your fucking eyes out.
携帯などなくても
So you can talk without your
ちゃん
phone.
と
I'm
話せる
impressed.
ではないか
You piece of shit! I'll gut you with the kitchen knife.
切り刻むの
I'm a mad scientist. Dissection is my specialty. Wow, he's still doing the Chudy shit. He's still doing the Chudy shit while he's trying to intimidate her. Oh boy. See, I knew this was kind of where this was going. I hate this. I hate this. Okay. I'm gonna skip that. This woman's out of control. Does she want another headbutt that badly? Oh, see? Fucking a knock sounds from the door. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god. Oh boy. Alright. Moeka and I both look at the door in surprise. Hello, this is Nishida from next door. Is everything okay? Do you need the police? If not, then could you please keep it down? Really? Dissection is an ethically serious thing to not be joked about. Yeah, you're not wrong. The walls here are pretty thin. Damn, I didn't think about that. I can't have her calling the police. Well, no, but you just threatened to kill him. Micah suddenly screams. Good on the voice actress. Yeah, Nishida's absolutely doing the least. You bitch. What now? I need to silence Moeka somehow. But I can't use either hand. There's only one way. Oh no. Don't. This... Oh my god. Alright. It's just... This... It tests my patience. This game really fucking tests my patience. Why? So many crimes. So many crimes. This is like the weirdest, like, fantasy bait type shit. Like, I'm uncomfortable. I'm very uncomfortable. I suddenly press my lips against Moeka's. Oh my god, alright. My loveless kiss shuts her up quite effectively. I hate this. I lock eyes with her as well, trading glares in silence. I don't know, Cool Beans. I don't know. But I hate it. I hate it. Really? Nishida is... Thank you for... nothing. Kids these days. I finally hear the neighbor's footsteps recede. What a relief. Oh god, she probably bit. Yep. I feel a sharp pain on my lip. I instinctively jerk away. Blood drips from my mouth and lands on Moeka's neck. She bit me. As she should? Why am I... it's like, see, now I'm like rooting for her. Like, she's literally a murderer, and I'm rooting for her because this is so bad. Like, it's so bad. It's so bad. So bad. When I feel around my lip with the tip of my tongue, the taste of blood spreads out from the laceration. Moeka breathes wildly as she glares at me with tearful eyes. Excuse me? Excuse me? it just gets worse. It just keeps getting worse. It just keeps... Oh my god. Don't act like it's your first time. You're older than me. Can we get back to the mission? The whole saving the world thing? Because this is not... Moving on. This is so bad. So bad. She grimaces and looks away. Why are you mentioning... Midna, I need your help. Midna, I need your help. Help me handle this. Because I'm not doing well. I'm gonna take some cat cuddles for a second. Because this is... beyond problematic. Like, is there a word for... Alright, I love you. I'm gonna put you down. Is there a word for worse than problematic? Like, there's gotta be, right? That's not saliva, homie, that's blood. Yeah, probably. Nah. Ugh, you're shedding. You're getting cat hair everywhere. I might find the sight alluring if the situation were different. What the fuck? Like, what felonious is... That's one way to put it. Moeka turns her face away and looks up through the open curtains at the bright full moon outside the window. How much time has passed? It feels like it's already been dozens of hours, but it's still night outside, so it probably hasn't been more than 1 or 2. Moeka hasn't said a word since I kissed her. She hasn't tried to escape either. Her expression is blank. She's just staring off to the side. What is she looking at? I follow her gaze, but the only thing there is a half-empty bottle of water. Has she given up? Either way, I can't let my guard down. What? Why are we still Stop zooming in on her tits! It's so unnecessary! It's so unnecessary. Maybe it's the stress, but it feels like my body's going numb. And I've been drenched in sweat for a while now. This room has no air conditioning whatsoever. The heat is starting to get to me. I thought I had an overwhelming advantage in this position, but it's harder to maintain than I expected. Not only do I have to keep Moeka pinned, I also have to keep a close eye on her so she doesn't try anything. All Moeka has to do is lie there. She can rest and try again whenever she's ready. Will this last all night? At this rate, my strength might give out first. Fear mounts. If she escapes, she's going to try to kill me. She must have her gun somewhere, I'm sure. I consider calling Kurisu for help, but I can't use either hand, and I don't even know what time it is. Damn, it's almost like I'm the one trapped. No, stay positive. You can do this. Yeah, give yourself a little pep talk there. Moeka's dependent on her phone. That's her weak point. If I keep her separated from her phone, then sooner or later, her will to resist should collapse. It's a matter of... What is what she said? It's a matter of whose strength will fail first. Suddenly, Moeka calls my name. What do I have to do? Now she's trying to ask nicely. Does this mean she's given up? This is what I was waiting for. Now I move in for the kill. Do you remember sending a D-mail? A D... What? D-mail. An email that you sent to the past. You sent one to your own phone. You led me to think it was about a phone model exchange, but you changed the text before you sent it. Oh, will this go all night? Nice. Her typing speed is lightning fast. It would have been easy for her to type a mere 36 characters while Dario and I were preoccupied with the phone wave named subject to change. Your D-mail changed the past. Don't you remember? Normally, once the past changes, everything until that point is undone. But it should be possible to make Moeka remember, just as Ferris and Lukuko did. I don't know. You do know. You just haven't remembered yet. Remember. Remember or else.
思い出さなければならない。
Or else what? I don't know. This is just a tactic to put pressure on Moeka. I have another plan to make her remember. Moeka turns away again and bites her lip. Tears start falling from her eyes. I watch, never once taking my eyes off her. Why? Stop zooming in on her boobs! I didn't notice before now. Oh my god. 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 I didn't notice before now, but her shirt must have become undone during the struggle. Stop! Oh my god! It just keeps getting worse. Oh my. This is like. This is. What? What? Cool beans! Oh my god. He did! That's what I'm saying! I can see the alluring curves of her collarbone, the skin of her large, pale breasts, a hint of sexy underwear. Not an appropriate time or person or content. None of this is appropriate in any way, shape, or form. You were trying to kill this woman before. This is... I don't know what target audience this is for. I fucking can't. Her breasts heave with each painful breath. The base of her neck is stained with the blood from my lip. Is this like a vampire fantasy too? Like what the... It's dry, like a scab. Gross! Normally, Moeka could be mistaken for an elegant, beautiful woman. But now she has large shadows under her eyes. Her skin is rough, her face is pale. She looks more intoxicated than intoxicating. That is not important. We're trying to save the world. Can we please get back to the mission? Her entire body reeks of death. She's clearly insane. This is the real Moeka. I wish I'd realized it sooner. I really don't know. If I could remember, I would. But I don't remember anything. Moeka's gaze shifts constantly from me to the ceiling and then to the window, but her slow murmuring is evidence that she's almost beat. Just a little more and her resistance will end.
だったら
Fine, I'll change
質
the
問を変え
question.
る2週間ほど
You
前
received a strange email about 2
お前は
weeks ago.
奇妙なメールを受け取った差出人
It came from your own number,
はお前自身
and
の
it was dated several days in the future.
しかもそのメールを
Moeka's eyes open wide. Gotcha.
覚えがある
You remember? Good. That was
それ
the
がお
D
前
mail.
が送った D メール内容を教え
What did it say?
教えたら
If I tell you,
携帯
I'll
を返す
return your phone.
クソ
Fuck you. She suddenly curses at me.
内容は
I won't tell you.
なぜだ。
Why not?
ラウンダーに
It's my mission. Her mission? I recall what Moeka told me on a previous world line. The Rounder's mission is to find and acquire IBN 5100s. In that case,
IBN
the
5100
IBN 5100. She fell into my trap. Her reflexive response was all I needed to see.
それに関す
It
る
was
こ
about
と
the
だ
IBN 5100.
どこまで
How
知
much
っている
do you know?
質問をす
I'm
るのは
asking the
俺だけだ
questions here. Just answer.
言えない
I can't.
FB を
I won't betray FB.
携帯よりも
So, you're
FB を
choosing
選ぶ
FB over your phone. How
大
loyal.
した忠誠心だな
But my Yuri's fate hangs in the balance. I can't give up. Moeka still hasn't calmed down. She's been opening and closing her hands for a while now. She's not trying to escape my restraint. She's just twisting her body. Licking her lips, shaking her head, trying to brush the hair off her face. It's like she's suffering from withdrawal without her phone. Soon she won't have the mental fortitude to resist. If she won't talk now, then I'll just wait until she will.
携帯がないとそんな
Is
に
it
苦
really
痛か
that painful to not have your phone?
なぜそこまで
Why
依
are you
存す
so
る
dependent on it?
会
I can't
話まともに
talk to people.
今はしてい
You're
るではない
talking
か
right now, aren't you? And when she attacked the lab, she was leading a squad of hardened killers. But Moeka shakes her head violently.
メールまで
If I
で
can't
きなくなった
use mail,
私は
then I'll be
世界から
cut off
断絶し
from
て
the
しまう
world.
世界だと
What? Are you fishing for sympathy?
孤独な
You're just
女を
afraid
気
of
取って
being
いるつ
abandoned
も
by
り
the
か
Rounders, aren't you?
違う
No,
ラウンダーじゃ
not
な
the
く
Rounders. FB. My Facebook!
FB.
My Facebook account! I can't live without my Facebook account!
こと
That's the same thing, isn't it?
だったら世界などと言うな
Then don't say the world. You're the one who killed an
何の
innocent
罪
girl.
もない
You're the
女
one
の
who
子を容
erased
赦な
my
く
Yuri
殺し
from
た
the
分
world.
際で
殺してない
I didn't kill her.
そう
Not on
この
this
世界
world
線では
line,
な
maybe, but on another world line, you came to steal our time machine. You killed her. You killed my Yuri.
俺たちのタイムマシンを奪おうとした
On the world line where I interrogated Moeka, she told me that my Yuri was expendable.
マユリを
It didn't matter to CERN whether she lived or died.
FB の
If FB told me to, then yes, I killed her.
FB とは何者だ
Who is FB? Where the hell
一体
is
どこにい
he?
る
I asked her the same question back then, but another rounder appeared before she could answer. Something tells me she won't have backup this time. Moeka's position in the rounders has changed.
言えない
I can't tell you.
ならばいいことを教え
Then
て
let me tell you something.
いいか
Listen
お
good.
前は
If you're holding out for
今俺
backup,
が捕まっ
you
てい
can
る状
forget it.
況どうせ誰も
Nobody's
助けに
coming
来
to
ない
save you. The pain and despair are just going to get worse, and in 4 days, you'll kill yourself.
4日後に自殺する
Moeka seems startled by this. I go in for the kill.
俺は5日後から来た
I came here from the future, using the time machine CERN wants so badly. That's how I know.
お前は
You kill yourself in
こ
this
の部屋
room,
で一人
all alone.
孤独にお前の大好きな FB
Your
はお前を
precious
助
FB
けない
doesn't save you. No one does.
ラウンダーも
Not the Rounders,
セルも
not CERN,
300
and
人
not
委
the
員会
Committee
は
of 300. Damn. That's fucking rough, bro.
どれだけメールして
Your
も
boss hasn't replied to your mails,
上
has
司から
he?
の連絡はない
You
んだ
know why?
も
Because you've been abandoned.
う見捨てられているんだよ
Damn. Moeka's face contorts in despair. Once again, tears fall from her eyes. Guilt squeezes my heart. I know that I'm causing this woman pain. Inside of me, a voice whispers that it's nothing compared to what she did to my Yuri, that I have no reason to show mercy to a murderer. Yeah! He dealt, like, fucking some psychic damage for sure. But at the same time, my conscience screams that it's wrong to hurt someone, no matter who they are or what they've done. Insane mad scientist my ass. I'm afraid to hurt my mortal enemy. I'm nothing but a hypocrite.
FB をかばう必要はない
FB doesn't deserve your loyalty.
だから全て
Tell me
話せ
everything. I ignore the ache in my heart and push harder, but Moeka shakes her head violently. FB wouldn't betray me! FB wouldn't abandon me!
だったらなぜお前は4日後に
Then
自
why do
殺
you
すると
kill
思う
yourself in 4 days?
お前が私
She hasn't yet, technically, but I think it's her mission to kind of carry that out, so... You kill me and make it look like a suicide.
俺はそんなヘマは
I
しない
wouldn't need to cover it up if I killed you. I'd just undo your death with my
Whatever.
time machine.
私は
I...
FB から返
When
事
I
が来な
got
いと
here,
言って
you were sitting in the corner
こ
like a
の部屋
limp
で死ん
rag,
だような顔をして
crying
いた
about
の
how
は
face...
どこの
Sorry.
ドイツだ
I almost said Facebook. I almost said Facebook out. God damn it. Crying about how FB wouldn't answer. Remember? I'm killing the mood, I know. I'm sorry. But
もう何日来ていない
how many days has it been?
FB からの連絡
How
は
often did FB
普段は
contact
ど
you
のくらいの
before?
頻度で来ていて
And when did it stop?
いつから来なくなった
I keep the questions coming. Need to pile on the pressure.
普段
It used to
毎
be
日
every
連
day,
絡でももう
but it's already
10日
been
近く
10 days.
10日も連絡が来
10
ていな
days
い
with no contact, correct?
そうだな
Moeka looks up to me with pleading eyes.
私
I won't
裏
betray
切れないよ
FB.
お前は裏切られた
FB
んだよ。
betrayed you.
FB を
I believe in FB.
お前は
He threw you away.
利用されるだけされてな。
No,
もう用
man.
済みということ
That's
だ。
my computer. You're gonna go over there. Silly girl. FB used you, and now your usefulness is ended.
FB は
FB isn't like that.
だったら
Then what sort of person was
ど
he?
んな人なんだ。
お母さんみたいに
She!
私に
Oh! She was gentle to me, like a mother.
私は
I finally had a place I belonged.
心地いい
Like a
居
mother?
場所
FB is a woman? Well, don't act that surprised. I expected an evil-looking old man like you see in the movies, but I guess I was wrong.
悩みを相談
I
し
talked to her about my worries. She always replied right away.
友達みたいで
Like a friend, but gentle,
でも
accepting.
会ったことは
Have you met her? Moika shakes her head weakly.
会ったことがな
You
い。
haven't met? Even though she's like your
お母
mother?
さんみたいで
Your friend?
友達みたい
Damn, if they had met,
で
then,
お前にとっ
then
て
I could have gotten Moika to
心
lead
地
me
いい
to
居場所だ
her.
ったのに。
ラウンダーは
Rounders must hide their
Tonight is
identities from
showtime.
one another.
連絡は取
So
り合っ
you've
ていたの
talked,
に
but you've never met. But you must have
一度も
wanted to meet her,
会ったことがない。
right? Even if it was against the rules.
違う
No!
違うよ
No!
あったら
It would ruin everything
幻滅す
if
る
she saw the real me.
会いたいと
Did
言わ
she
れた
ever
こと
say
は
she wanted to meet you?
一度もないし
No, never. And I never asked.
その様子
So
だと
no phone calls either then.
電話もしたことがないが
Moika turns away, then she nods faintly.
避けられている
Didn't you
とは
wonder why?
思わなかったそこまで親身に
Why
なっ
would
て
such a
くれた
kind, gentle woman
優しい
refuse to
女
meet you
上
in
司
person? Was it really just the
お前
rules?
に会おうそしてなぜ連
And
絡を
why
よこ
isn't
さ
she
ない
returning your emails now?
理由
Think
を考
about
え
it.
てみる振り込め詐欺と同じだ
She was using you. You were tricked.
お前は騙されていたんだ
FB を悪く
Don't
言わ
say
ない
that! She's not
そんな人
like
じゃない
that.
連絡が途絶える
What
前
did her last email say before she
最後の
stopped
メールはど
contacting
んな
you?
内容だった
IBN5100 を
Leave the IBN 5100 at the designated
指定場所
location.
に置いておけ
The IBN 5100. Moika, you fool. You let your tongue slip. 2 weeks ago, FB told her to leave the IBN 5100 at a drop point. That means she already had it in her possession at that time. I recall how Moeka kept bombarding me with questions about the IBN 5100. I might have let it slip that I found the computer at Yanabayashi Shrine. After that, she sent her D-mail. The world line changed. The lock was broken on the shrine storehouse door. The IBN 5100 was gone. These facts point to one conclusion. She sent herself the location of the IBN 5100. Now that I know, it seems so obvious. If only I hadn't trusted Moeka. If only I had seen through her lies. But no. I played right into her hands. I was the tool's tool. I almost burst into self-deriding laughter, but I desperately hold it back and keep a straight face.
その場所はどこ
What
だ
was the designated location?
コインロッカ
The coin locker
ー大ビル
in front of Daibiru. The coin locker in front of Daibiru. Wait, isn't that where Lukako hid the IBN 5100 on the previous world line? Is this another effect of convergence? Can I retrieve the IBN 5100 if I go there now? No, I can't expect it to still be there. Remember what happened with Lukako? The invisible force of convergence is keeping the IBN 5100 away from me. If I want to get it back, I need to cancel Moeka's D-mail. I know the message. I've already reached my goal. And now she's crying. Moeka starts crying softly. I sigh deeply and lift myself off Moeka's body. Then I lean back against the wall and stretch my aching limbs. We did it! Sort of. Kind of. I take Moeka's phone out of my pocket.
携帯を使わせてもらうぞ
I'm using your phone. Moeka slowly gets up. She wipes her tears and fixes her hair and clothes. Her wavy hair obscures her face from this angle, so I can't make out her expression. She doesn't react to what I said. Even though I'm no longer restraining her, she doesn't try to attack me and take back her phone. I open Moeka's mailbox and search for the D-mail. It takes about 3 minutes, but I finally find it. 3 mails from Moeka's own phone, each 12 characters long, sent on August 4th and received on July 31st. Retro PCs at Yanabayashi Shrine. Just as I suspected, Moeka changed her D-mail in the last few seconds I had my back turned. All I need to do now is send the cancellation mail. You at the lab? Don't worry me like that, you idiot! What? Were you worried about me? I mean, you set off an obvious death flag. I'm surprised you're still alive. Where are you now? I'm standing by at the lab. Set up the machine. I'm sending another D-mail. Destination? July 31st, 11 a.m. 11 a.m. on the 31st. While Kurisu calculates the hours, I type the mail. It says, do not go, not at Shrine, it's a trap. I address the mail to the phone wave, name subject to change. Okay, all set. Alright, activate it. Activated. I press the send button. The mail starts sending. Reading Steiner should activate, this time for sure. I brace myself for the incoming vertigo. It still doesn't work? Well, nothing. Why won't it change? Another mistake? No, there's no way. I know what Moeka's message said. This email should have canceled it. Why isn't it working? What the hell's wrong this time? What did the first email say? That the IBN 5100 was at Yanabayashi Shrine. I tried to cancel it by telling her it's a trap, but it didn't work. I'll try to phrase it differently. Wait! We went through this with the Lotto 6 experiment, remember? The Lotto 6 experiment. I sent myself the winning numbers, but the past me didn't buy the ticket. Instead, he gave the winning numbers to Lukako. The person who reads the D-mail chooses whether or not to act accordingly. Kiryu learned that the IBN 5100 was at the shrine, though the cancellation mail came right afterward. I guess she ignored it and went anyway. Maybe she didn't believe the cancellation mail, or maybe she was so diligent she decided to check it out even when told not to. I glance at Moeka. She's still hanging her head, but her tears have run dry. I wonder if she's listening. Damn. Even when told it was too risky to go to the shrine, she went anyway. We need a more persuasive message. Something that will prevent her from going to the shrine. Like what? Like from FB? That's the problem. Is it possible to persuade her with just 36 bytes of text? Or should we consider other possibilities? What if I send a D-mail to myself on July 30th? Could I beat her to the IBN 5100? Were you even interested in the IBN 5100 then? Oh gosh, my shoulder. When did I start caring about the IBN 5100? I can't remember. Fine, that's out, so how do I convince Moeka to listen? At that moment, an electric shock runs through my brain. 2 initials. FB? Exactly! Huh? What? Moeka's handler. She's obsessed with FB. If the mail comes from FB, she'll do whatever it says. Do you have FB's phone? No, they haven't even met. We don't know where FB is. Then there's nothing we can do. Give me a little time. Gonna make me wait again? Well, I've been pulling all-nighters recently, so whatever. Just don't do anything stupid, okay? So even after prying answers out of Moeka, there's still more work to be done. Fate really seems to love getting in my way. Alright, to break out of this world line, I need FB's identity and location. I call Moeka's name. When she finally looks up, I drop her phone onto her lap. She accepts it with a confused expression. Looks like we're searching for FB now. Yay! It must be a good feeling to be finally done. I sigh deeply. I need to get as much information on FB out of her as I can. How exactly did you become a rounder? Honestly, I couldn't care less. I hate having to stand here and talk with the woman who killed Mayuri. Hugging her phone to her chest, Moeka retrieves her glasses and puts them back on.
4年前
4 years ago, I tried
死のう
to kill myself.
としてた。
Her voice is a barely audible whisper. For a moment, I'm surprised she's not talking by mail.
何の希望
I had no hope. I wanted to get away from everything.
原因は
Why?
特にこれっていう
No
の
big reason. Her expression is blank, lifeless, like always. But behind her glasses, her eyes are red from crying. They are the only trace of emotion on her doll-like face. Little things, lots of little things,
たくさん
piled up.
もともと
I've always been
こ
like
んな
this.
性格で
家族は
And your family? Moika shakes her head a little. She has none, I guess. I don't bother asking whether she ever had parents. It doesn't really matter.
自分の部屋
I
で
locked myself in my room
睡眠
and
薬
overdosed on sleeping pills.
大量でも
But I didn't die.
死ぬそこに
Afterwards, I got a
メー
mail.
ルラウンダー募集
Recruiting rounders, it said. It was sent to hundreds of people, not just me. Isn't that spam? Do the rounders really recruit like that?
私は
Nothing mattered anymore,
ど
so
う
on
で
a
もよく
whim,
なってた
I replied.
そしたら
And then, FB contacted me.
それからずっと
Ever since, I followed FB's orders.
ずっとこの
Were
秋
you
まで
always stationed in Nakiba? Moika shakes her head.
3ヶ月前ま
Until
で
3 months ago, I was in Nagoya. Before that, Yokohama.
その前は
Before that,
横浜
the Rounder's chief duty is to acquire IBN 5100s. I guess they had her traveling all over Japan, digging up info on retro PCs.
これまでに
How many IBN 5100s have you found so far?
一台も
Not even one. No results. It sounds like CERN is spending a lot of effort for not much return. I sigh deeply once again.
お前はこの後
So what now? Are you gonna sit here, wallowing in despair until you kill yourself 4
た
days
だ
from
絶
now?
望に打ちひしがれて抗おうとは思
Or
わ
do
ない
you want to rebel against fate?
抗う
Rebel? Even as I ask the question, I know that for her, rebellion is impossible. This world line has already approved her death. She's in the same situation as Mayuri. No matter what she does, she will die. I know that, and yet I ask the question.
FB は
FB used you
Omae
and
o
threw you
ryoushi.
away. Accept it.
見捨て
And
た
then ask yourself what you're going to do about
そ
it.
れを認めろ
Moika looks down.
利用
Even if
され
FB
ていたとして
did
も
use me,
私の居場所
that was the only place
そこしか
I belonged.
初めてだった
That was the first time in my entire life that I was needed.
FB が
FB gave me
居場所を与えてくれたのその居場所を
to
守るた
protect
めな
that
ら
purpose. To protect
敵
FB.
が何だってす
I
る
would do anything.
お前は
You're beyond hope.
救いようのない
I
バカ
stand up.
だったら
Drown in your dependence for all I care. Your death has already been decided.
だが俺は
Damn! But I won't
世
let
界
fate
の
have its
思い
way.
通り
I'm
になって
rebelling
いい
to
と
the
は思わ
end.
ない
No matter what, I will save
だから
Mayuri.
徹底的に抗う
Just a little bit more. I can't give up now. It's midnight and Akiba is practically empty. The silence is eerie. There's no sign of anyone near the coin locker. Considering the IBN 5100 size, it couldn't fit in the regular size lockers. She must have put it in one of the 3 large lockers on the right.
使用中
The light's on. The bottom locker is still in use. Is the IBN 5100 inside? My heart starts pounding in my chest. I feel my face grow hot with excitement. We've been apart for far too long, my partner, but now only a thin locker door separates us. Is this what love feels like?
自重しよう
Let's not go crazy. I force myself to consider the situation calmly. Is the IBN 5100 really inside? I want to check right this instant. I can't believe I forgot to ask Moika which locker she used. Should I get a crowbar or something to pry the locker open? If the IBN 5100 really is inside and I steal it, what will happen to the world line? I've yet to cancel all of the D-mails, which I thought was the only way to restore the original world line. But now the IBN 5100's so close. Why can't I just reach out and take it? I know to cancel Moika's D-mail, so I can always do that if it doesn't work. Let's try it, just to make sure. First, I make a quick visit to the lab. Ignoring the complaints of the lab nymphs who stayed awake in the lab all night, I retrieve a makeshift crowbar from the development room. Then I return to the lockers and thrust the pointed tip of the crowbar into the crack of the door. Oh god, the alarm set off. Dumbass. Just as I begin to pry, a shrill siren shatters the night. I look up to see the red lights of a patrol car coming this way. Their timing couldn't be worse. The police release me after about 30 minutes of scolding. I return to the coin locker and try to pry it open again. Immediately, another patrol car appears. This time, they take me to the police station. I'm stuck in an interrogation room all night, getting preached to by a policeman. I conclude that this is another effect of attractor field convergence. No matter what I do, I cannot obtain an IBN 5100 on this world line. That is what fate has decreed. I get the police to call my father, and they finally release me. You should call my father! They didn't go so far as to arrest me, but the policemen as well as my father scold me harshly. I act apologetic, but in actuality their words fall on deaf ears. After my father goes home, I head straight to Moeka's apartment. I tried calling her. I took the opportunity to memorize her phone number yesterday, but she wouldn't pick up at all. Before I get there, I send a mail to Daru asking him to check that the coin locker is still occupied. The door to Moeka's apartment is unlocked. I find Moeka hugging her knees in the corner, just like she was when I first found her. You put the IBN 5100 in the bottom right locker, correct? How? Oh god, I have mail. Daru, the big locker, lower right. What's this about anyway? Don't make me your errand boy so early in the morning, fool. Out of all the lockers, only 3 could hold the IBN 5100. Out of those 3, only the bottom one was in use. If that's the one you used, and FB hasn't picked it up yet, do you know what that means? Moeka frowns. It means that if we stake out the locker, you'll get to meet FB. It hadn't occurred to you. Some secret agent you are. I'm headed there now. You coming? What will you do if you meet her? Borrow her phone. That's the best way to prevent Moeka from going to Yanabayashi Shrine. I can't meet her. I'm too afraid. The real me could never live up to her expectations. Something tells me her expectations were never that high to begin with. Moeka's face contorts again. I'm being blunt not only because Moeka is Mayuri's murderer, but also because Moeka's weakness is starting to get on my nerves. Savage. Just like Daru's mail said, the locker is still occupied when I get there. I look around to make sure there are no patrol cars. No crowbars this time. I don't feel like getting arrested. I head across the street to Daibiru, hide behind one of its humongous pillars, and begin to stake out. My legs are getting tired. I was going to borrow Mayuri's portable game console, but I decided I didn't need the distraction. Still, it's pretty tough to keep standing like this. I also need to stay inconspicuous. Someone might notice if they see me standing in the same place for hours. I wouldn't want a security guard to give me trouble. I mean, I guess there's not much worry about that. I've already been here for 7 hours without incident. My legs are numb, so I squat and lean against the pillar. So hungry. I'd love to go get some food, but I can't take my eyes off the locker. Just then, somebody taps me on the shoulder. FB? I try to leap to my feet, but my legs get tangled and I fall over. Oh my god, is this gonna be like some fun little... Are we having like a little fun time with the murderer now? Is that how this is going? Just gonna have a little fun time? Moeka is standing there looking down at me with those glassy eyes.
Oh my.
What are you doing here? I'll keep watch too. Is that okay? Is this like an enemies to lovers kind of thing? What the fuck is happening? What is this music? What is this? What is this? Why the change of heart? Redemption arc. Oh my god, I stand up and dust off my clothes. You were comfortable with your male-only relationship, weren't you? I thought you wanted to maintain that distance. So what made you decide to risk a meeting? At this rate? Moeka puts her head on her knees. She looks ready to cry. I've seen that expression once before in her moonlit apartment. If I lose contact with FB, I'll lose my connection. To the world? Moeka nods faintly. You can't bear to be alone yourself, yet you'd end an innocent girl's life because some person you've never met told you to? A cultist, that's what you are. Yeah, that's a pretty apt description. And her cult leader, FB, abused her weakness before throwing her out like old clothes. It pisses me off. FB's cruelty, Moeka's weakness, I can't decide which I hate more. Oh my god, this is like an enemies to lovers shit, isn't it? Then Moeka nervously brings out a convenience store bag.
なんだこれは。
What's this? Instead of answering, Moeka looks away. I look inside.
お
Whoa!
お。
Milk
パック
and
の牛
bean
乳とアン
buns?
パン。
Exactly what you need on a stakeout. This game tests my patience. There's enough for two.
もしかして差し入れか。
You brought this for me? Moeka nods.
よし。
Very well, you may join the stakeout.
お前も張り込みを。
Now we can take turns watching, and we'll also look less suspicious to passersby. The night draws on, and still no sign of FB. We nap in 1-hour shifts, but it doesn't help the exhaustion. On top of that, I don't have anyone to talk to. Moeka can't keep a conversation going, so there's nothing I can do to stave off boredom. I went back to the lab to shower just before dawn, but Kurisu, who was working an all-nighter on the time leap machine, just glared at me. The wait finally ends at just after 1 p.m. on the 13th. Someone comes to open the lower right locker. We watch from behind the pillar. It's a nondescript middle-aged man. He's dressed in a new suit, but it hangs rather poorly on him as if he's not used to wearing it.
あいつが FB か。
Is that FB? Moeka shakes her head firmly. FB is a woman.
となると。
So maybe she's hired someone to
回収
pick
し
it
に
up?
来た人間かもしれない。
Or it could be someone from the locker company here to clear it out after weeks overdue. That would make us all idiots, Moeka, FB, and me. The man has the key to the locker. He pays the late fee with 100 yen coins, then removes the cardboard box with the IBN 5100 inside. You want to sit next to me, Midna? Is that what you want? The man thought ahead and brought a push cart. He puts the IBN 5100 onto the push cart with a bit of effort and begins walking away.
おうぞ。
Follow him! The man heads straight for Akihabara Station. Strangely enough, he walks up to an overweight man standing in front of the ticket machine. The overweight man is wearing a t-shirt and has all the signs of an otaku. He doesn't seem to have anything in common with the first guy, who looks like an average salaryman. They transfer the IBN 5100 into the overweight man's suitcase. After they exchange a few words, the overweight man enters the station alone. Then the guy in the suit leaves.
妙だ。
Weird. What was the purpose of that transfer? Is the overweight man FB, or is he just another link in some kind of chain? At any rate, if we keep following the IBN 5100, we should reach FB eventually. We enter the station. The overweight man boards the Yamanote line. We board on the next car and keep watch through the connecting door. It's a weekday afternoon, so there aren't many passengers. 30 minutes later, we arrive at Shinjuku Station. Here, the train sees a sharp increase in passenger traffic. He's getting off. Moeka pulls on my sleeve. The overweight man has slipped into the stream of departing passengers. He's about to exit onto the platform. We follow him, but due to our slow reaction, we have to push our way through the boarding passengers. The train doors close, and it slowly departs. The man starts walking towards the exit. Shinjuku is crowded, so we have to follow close behind or we'll lose him. But then I stop in my tracks. What? The man is empty-handed. His suitcase is missing. What? For a second, I think we followed the wrong man, but no, it's definitely him. We watched him the whole time he was on the train. There's no doubt he had the suitcase when the train arrived at Shinjuku. Could he have passed it to someone else in this crowd?
尾行対策。
Clever. They know how to lose a tail. Damn it. I'm time leaping! I'm time leaping. Oh, hello. Midna, please. Alright. You're in the way. I return to the lab and leap an hour back. Just 1 hour. I find myself inside the train. I know it's bad manners to use my phone on the train, but this is an emergency. According to the train's display, we're about to leave Otsuka for Ikebukuro, 3 stops to Shinjuku. Moeka is next to me, acting inconspicuous. I peek at the overweight man in the next car.
新宿駅に仕掛けて
They'll
ます
make their move at Shinjuku.
あの男。
That guy's gonna get off, but he actually hands the package to someone else.
さっきはまんまと引っかかっ
He
た。
got us good just now.
さっき
Just now? Doesn't look like Moeka's caught on yet.
俺は
I just time leaped from
1
an hour
時
in the
間後から
future.
タイムリープ。
タイム
Time leaped? Moeka's eyes widen. The train arrives in Shinjuku on schedule. Just to make sure, I'll have Moeka follow the man when he gets off. Before the doors open, I stealthily move to his car. He still has the suitcase with the IBM 5100.
新宿
Now arriving at Shinjuku. The doors open and passengers spew out. The overweight man leaves too, just like last time, however.
やはり
Knew it. He leaves the suitcase on the train. And now passengers from Shinjuku board. Someone walks up to the abandoned suitcase. It's a woman in her 30s pushing a baby stroller. There's no baby. The woman casually loads the suitcase into her stroller and sits down. After witnessing that scene, I return to the neighboring car. Ooh, go get you some Taco Bell. Thank you for coming in. I hope you enjoy your Taco Bell and the rest of your night. I need to be careful. These guys are serious about avoiding pursuit. The train starts moving. I contact Moeka so we can regroup later. After that incident, the package swaps couriers like a hot potato, snaking around the tracks that run through Tokyo like a web. Whenever they give me the slip, I time leap and resume the chase. Jesus, he's time leaping a lot now. Finally, the courier and package get aboard the Hibiya line and return to Akihabara Station where it all began. I recognize the last courier. He's one of the men who raided the lab with Moeka. Dark-skinned, crew-cut, the one who hit me with his gun. The man easily carries a 25-kilo package out of the station. We follow. A car honks its horn. Moeka and I immediately hide. Peering out from the cover, I see a white flatbed parked in front of the station. A muscular man hops out of the driver's seat.
Huh?
What? Wait a minute. I know that face. No! No, it can't be. I desperately try to organize my thoughts. That's Tenoji Yugo, owner of the Braun Tube Workshop. Mr. Braun. Why? Why is he here? Does this mean he's connected to FB? To the Rounders? Was the Braun Tube Workshop just a front for CERN? Is that how he could afford to keep it open? What's going on here? His shop is right below the lab. If he's working for the enemy, then... I shiver at the thought. Stop. Let's not rush to conclusions. He might just be another courier. We watch from a distance. Tenoji takes the suitcase from the crew-cut man and loads it into the backseat of his car. Then he gets into the car alone and takes off towards Showadori. I stare after it in disbelief. Oh my goodness, Midnight, you are so desperate. Oh, the time leap again. I thought the game was about to crash. I was so worried. No, ma'am. That is my computer. You cannot sit on that. Whee! I time leaped several hours before the first man arrived at the coin locker. Then I explained the situation to Moeka. My plan is to get ahead of the package. After killing some time at Starbucks, we rent a car. I don't have a license, so Moeka's driving. We go to the street in front of the roundabout, facing Showadori, and park near Yodobashi camera. Now we wait.
緊張しているのか
Nervous?
肩に力が
You
入り
look
すぎている
terrified.
ぞ
How long have you been driving? First time.
ペーパーって
What? This is your first
ペ
time?
ーパードライバ
Oh,
ーという
come
こと
on.
か
Just don't crash.
勘
I
弁
was
して
surprised
くれ
Moeka had a license in the first place. Apparently,
事故だよ
FB told her it would come in handy for her rounder work. I have Moeka wait in the car while I keep a lookout on the roundabout. The white station wagon's already stopped there. From this distance, I can clearly see Tenoji in the driver's seat. Nobody else is riding. The crew cut guy should arrive just after 5 p.m. As expected, the crew cut man arrives right on time, effortlessly dragging the suitcase behind him. Alright, I think this is probably a good place to call it. I'm gonna save my data in 32, and we'll continue this one. I think these were the ones with choices. I'm gonna try to remember that, and then this one... I saved every single time there was a choice, so the earlier ones with the choices... I'll remember, but I think I'm gonna save right here. I'm gonna quick save as well. And this is where I'm going to retire for the evening. But thank you guys so much for tuning in and joining me on... Oh my gosh, my controller is tangled. For tuning in and joining me on this fine Friday evening. Sorry again about having to cancel my Thursday stream. I'm gonna get back into the swing of things, and it won't happen so often. But yeah, I hope you all had a good time. I hope you guys have a good rest of your evening or afternoon, depending on time zones or whatever. Also, hope you have a good weekend. Oh my gosh, Midna also wishes you a good night and a good weekend. Sweet baby. I'll be posting my schedule on Twitter, so if you haven't followed me on there already, go ahead and do that. And follow me on all my social medias. They're swiping down at the bottom. I always try to post my schedule, oh goodness, on Sundays or early Mondays, so that's kind of when you can expect it. And I'm gonna get better about it. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good one. Hydrate yourselves, get some rest, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!